Hey guys, welcome back to ADB Art Creations. I am so sorry what happened. I have no idea what just happened, but I'm back. So I wanted to do this special because I wanted to do like a uplifting episode for Angel Reese, and I wanted to do kind of like an open YouTube greeting card. So today we're going to be talking about her accomplishments, and we're going to be talking about her accomplishments. And let me see, I'm trying to do this. Okay, there we go. We're going to be talking about her accomplishments in the WNBA. We're going to be talking about how we feel as fans about everything that's happening with Angel Reese. And also, we're going to be talking about the statements that the WNBA and Fever made. I'm not going to go into detail about the statements. I just want to know you guys' opinion about the statements. And then there are two stories um, that I want you guys. Hey, Jay Capone. Two stories that I want you guys to remember after this, which is the story of Gideon and the story of the boy cried wolf, which it plays a part in this whole thing with Angel Reese or whatever. So of course we know Angel Reese has a great track record. Of her accomplishments and stuff. So I'm going to go over those. And if you have any that I leave out, you're welcome to, put them down in the chat or whatever the case may be. And also, you can also join the panel. Okay. So we're going to start off. I did like a little, kind of like a little PowerPoint for the Chi-Town Barbie, or whatever, talking about her accomplishments and stuff like that, because we have to start like we love our players, but we got to start lifting them up. And guys, it starts with your mental health and your peace of mind before you can go in and play any type of game, right? So I think for me, the whole game, it just what happened to her just sucked the life out, kind of sucked the life out of me for a minute. Because if you have children, if you ever was an educator or whatever, or you've been around people, period, that could have been your daughter. Anytime she's been through anything, your daughter, your niece, your mom, your grandma, anybody, any female, black female, that could be you. That could be you. Hey, Miss D, if you want to come up, you can. I dropped the link up there in the chat. So Miss Deeds, we're gonna talk about Angel Reese accomplishments. We're gonna talk about how we feel as fans, what happened, and I'm not gonna go too deep into what the organization said about them investigating, but we're gonna touch on that as fans, how we feel about that. And also, Miss D, we're gonna talk about. I'm not gonna go into Gideon, but Angel is our Gideon. Uh, and then about the border crowd wolf for the other player. But okay, let's start off with hey big girl. So let's start off with Angel Reese season totals for 2024, right? She had oh, mind you, guys, pump your brakes. So you already know she made history, even though she had to go through what she had to go through that night. But she is the fastest player in the WNBA history to make 450 points and 450 rebounds in 35 games. So, guys, if you can spread the word on your socials, um, I've seen a lot of it like on TikTok and stuff like that, but not enough. So that she's watching this YouTube streets. She's on TikTok and stuff like that. The only thing I've seen her like lately after everything happened is she reposted the pivot with Ryan up there. That was the only thing I've seen so far for us after everything happened and stuff like that. So okay, so her season total, she had 462 points. Her rebounds were 446. She had 63 assists, 16 blocks, and 44 steals. Her season average was 13.6 ppg, 13.1 RPG, and assists 1.9 APG, and blocks was 0.5 BPG, and then steals was 1.3. Hey, Donna. Okay. And her field goal percentage for 2024 was 39.1 percentage, and her free throw was 73.6. Also, her record accomplishments for that year was conservative games with the double double, the 15, the double double games by rookie, 26, the WNBA single season rebounds, 446, WNBA single season offensive rebounds, 172, WNBA single season rebounding average, 13.1, WNBA season offensive rebounding average, 5.1. First player in WNBA history with three consecutive 20 plus rebound games. Average double double with 13.6 points and 13.1 rebounds per game. Oh, Miss D, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I had no idea that Ryan was, but he ate RG3 up. Like, he summed it up so good, guys. If you have not seen it, you guys need to go see it, because he summed it up so good. I was sitting back, I'm about to get my handkerchief, guys, because it is deeper than that, and for him to break it down in the times that he was talking, I mean, just the way he carries a conversation when he talks, he's very passionate when it comes to black women. I'm talking about Ryan Clark or whatever. Now I remember RG3 when he played for the Redskins, but I didn't know, like what he was all about and nothing like that. That's all I knew. But he wasn't up there for long, or whatever and stuff like that. But I think this is something that's been going on forever. Like with the hate, not just starting with Angel Reese, and it's like it's to the point now. Right? He do. He hates. I ain't gonna say hate, but you know, for someone to try to dictate a person's character and what they're thinking, they are very unhappy in their household. It started with his childhood that he probably, allegedly, is probably not accepted on either side. So he figured, since everybody else is kind of like making money off of this, I guess he figured he'll just join in or whatever, because he's not on either side, because nobody's accepting him on either way it goes. They just doing it, because they have something terribly against Angel that she didn't do or whatever. So, guys, we really have to. I know anybody got socials. We really got to start posting, not just for Angel. It's like it's so many things out here as far as when it comes to a black woman that we need to stand 10 toes down for, right? But I'm watching this young lady. I have a daughter. My daughter is will be 22 this year. Yeah, it is. And my daughter will be 22 this year. And I don't know, as a parent, if I would have been able to handle that. Like, like you're watching the game, or if you're at the game with your child, or you get the call. I don't know. And people got to stop trying to put Angel in the box. They got to stop saying, oh, she should react like this. She shouldn't feed into the narrative. It does not matter what Angel Reese does. Whatever she does, they still not going to like her. When people don't like you, they don't like you. They don't even have to have a reason not to like you. But she cannot be in a box, guys. You cannot put her inside of a box. You got to let her go. Let me tell you something. She did pretty good. The way she, I'm glad. I know AB is on the hot list or whatever, but I'm glad that she did intervene in the way that she did. People can say, oh, she wouldn't want to mess her brand up, or this may be the case. But let me tell you something, guys. One day, I know this is crazy, guys. God is with me now. You can bring out the oil if you want to. So one day I went to the restaurant or whatever, and I got subs and stuff. And at the time, my son did not eat mayonnaise. I don't know if I was having an overwhelmed day. I don't know what it was. But you know how you go in a restaurant or you go somewhere and you just got the person that is waiting on you, and they just trying your patience. Like, you don't let it pass so many times, and then you get an order, and you specifically say you do not want mayonnaise on your child sandwich. And not only do they put the mayonnaise on the sandwich, they say they're not gonna give you your money back. You're gonna accept that sandwich, and that child gonna eat that sandwich. Guys, I promise you, I didn't even know the little teenagers were in the line, right? I didn't even know they were in the line recording. You know what I told them, guys? I did. I'm telling you, it. I just snapped just like that. I was like, I snapped. I probably said all the color, all the words of the rainbow at this time. I probably did, which I did, guys. I said all the words of the rainbow. And then I said I was gonna blow that restaurant up. I know it was the heat of the moment. It was a mayonnaise on the sandwich that I told them not to do. But I'm just saying, she just kept pounding, pounding. And when people get pounding and pounding, you get tired and you get overwhelmed. It might not have been, I probably could have like bypassed all her comments and stuff like that. But I guess I had time that day or whatever. So sometimes you just don't know how you're gonna react in trials and tribulation of the stuff you're going through and the stuff that you don't see. You don't know how you're gonna react. So I'm kind of I'm glad AB was in the middle of it, and to stop it, because you don't think about it until after the fact, after it's done. But nobody can tell you, oh, you shouldn't have did this or you shouldn't have did that, if you're not in that situation, right? And then on top of that, she's at that line when Keisha blew up that picture, and I kept seeing that pictures, guys. I was in tears because I was like, that could be my child. It's one thing, yes, guys, I am the nurturer. I am the one that's gonna give you genuine love. I'm gonna be a genuine person. I'm a genuine friend, in and out of the chat, around the community. Everybody knows this, right? And so, but when it comes to my children and my friends and my family, or whoever that are in my surroundings, I will go to bat for. And I mean that. Like, y'all be surprised who people connected to. You be surprised who people know. But when it comes, you can do whatever. You can try me, do whatever. But when it comes to my kids and like my family and stuff like that, I can't tell you how I'm gonna react. I can't say, all I can say is bring out the oil and keep me in prayer, because you're gonna face some stuff and you're not gonna know coming. She didn't think she was gonna go to this game and she was gonna snap on that girl like that. But I don't care what nobody say. We can say it was fake, we can say it was real. All you got to do is look at the evidence. Some people don't want to see the truth. They don't want to see the truth. The fans, the evil fans, do not want to see the truth. You can paint it out and show it. Now my thing is, this is what I have to say when it comes to them talking about they're going to investigate. They've been knowing. They have always known that that the Fever, and it could be other organizations too. The Fever is just the one that's showing out. You know what I'm saying? But they already know how these places are. My thing is, don't talk about it, be about it. Show me some action of what you're going to do. Because if anything happened to that girl, it's gonna be an uproar up in this nation. You hear me? So they better be careful, because I can't even imagine her mental health. And yes, she is strong, but even the strong people need prayer. Even the strong people need encouragement. You know what, me, like, I'm the one that's gonna I'm the one that's gonna love you. I'm the one that's gonna be there for you. I'm the one that's gonna have your back. That's what cheerful givers are. That's what one of my assignments is. So for me, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna have people that I have to have in my life to be honest and tell me the truth. I don't want nobody sugarcoating nothing. Somebody say, one of my homegirls back in the day, she was like, "Oh, I wouldn't date him." I said, "I know you wouldn't, but I am." You know what I'm saying? But she was trying to tell me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, but I'm still gonna do this. But I understand where you come from. I believe you, and it takes time when stuff hit. And most of the time, it's not what you say, it's how you say it to people. If you give it to me straight and you say it in the way, and the people that are around me, because I got the New Yorkers, I got the Nigerians, I got Maryland. I got everybody around me. So a lot of them, they up front. They don't sugarcoat nothing. It's quick, right? So, you got to be willing to like accept the truth and stuff like that or whatever at the same time. But I'm looking at Angel, looking at her face. Right, Donna. It's right in their face. And people have been posting all around TikTok. I can't say, and that one thing that girl said on TikTok, you know how we do. When we make some noise about something, it happens. And as soon as she said that, guys, next thing I know, I see that oh hey bro Clyde. Okay, I'm gonna add you. Yeah. Next thing I know, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, next thing I know, then they're posting that they're gonna investigate and all this kind of stuff. Because now it's going viral and stuff. I don't care. If they don't do something, we gonna do something. Somebody gonna do something for her. Somebody gonna stand up. Cause now it's to the point it's ridiculous. Or whatever. Y'all gotta go back and go back to Keisha's live where she went and she showed Angel Face last night. I looked at it a couple of times and every time I looked at it, I was so pissed. It takes a lot for me to get peed off or whatever, and I was just so pissed for her. But the one thing I was thinking about, they have to protect her. They have not only do they have to protect her, they have to protect her mental health. Hey bro Clyde, what you want to say?
Hey, my sister. Okay, first of all, I'm sorry that it took me so long to get here.
Oh, it's
Um,
okay, bro Clyde, you good.
Now I love you so much, and you support me, my channel, my family, my children, grandchildren. You support everything that I do, so I have to be able to make sure, even while we out here doing what we do, and when you go live to support you, and that's what I made it this week, in particularly to make sure that I support my ADP. Um, what I will say is that the world is sick,
Yeah.
and it's sick with a cancer, and the government is putting chemotherapy on it, which kills the body, right?
Mhm.
And the in particular groups is the radiation, right?
Mhm.
Which also we have learned now through Dr. Sebi also supports in killing the body, not just the cancer, but the body itself. We have a cancer unhealable in this country.
Mhm. Okay, I gotta add Miss D. How I add Miss D, bro Clyde? Cause hold on.
You got when she
Do I
come up,
do add item for Miss D?
yeah, you got to go to if you need to add another picture, you got
Uh
to
huh.
go to your plus, go to your plus, and then when it say add item, you go to add item, and then
I got camera slot. It says
okay, camera
okay,
slot,
okay, okay.
hit a camera slot,
I'm gonna
and
just
then hit camera slot. Once you hit camera slot,
okay. I think yeah.
and
I got
then
her as number
you
three,
just
bro
move
Clyde.
her. Oh, yeah,
Okay,
you just move her where you want to put her.
okay, Miss D. I'm gonna put you over here since I'm finished with the slides. I'll put you right here. Okay, thank you, bro Clyde.
You know it.
Miss D,
So
you up here?
No, can you hear me though?
Yeah, we see you. I see you, Miss D, and you in
you
my
gotta
box.
hit you gotta hit save ADP.
Oh, okay. Hit save, bro
Okay.
Clyde. Okay.
Hey, bro, Claude.
Hey baby, what's
Do
up?
I Okay,
I'm
do I hit
okay.
update layout? Uh-oh.
No, just once. Yeah, there she go.
Okay.
See there.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
So um, I would do this ADP. Um, we have to be careful now. I told y'all this. I told this to Miss D. I told that to my friend that's over there. I
Mhm.
told her when it was just me and her on the chat one time. You know when I was just beginning. December. in December, Miss D, right? It was just me and you. Do you remember that day vaguely?
Miss
Can you
D,
hear me, Miss D?
she
I don't hear.
hold on. Okay. See.
It's not you, it's her. It's Miss D.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Miss D.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, it's not. It's not you, it's her. But me and Miss D was talking ADP, and we were talking about the actual race baiting that
Mm.
these podcasters do.
Yeah.
And I said it was gonna get worse. I said this was just a taste. We see in game one, in game one,
Hmm.
ADP, you know, God has blessed me to be a seer. I'm sure you probably didn't figure that out.
Well, you still young, Brooklyn.
He, he blessed me to be I'm saying a seer,
Oh, seer. Oh, okay.
a seer. I'm able, I'm blessed with that. You know, my mama was one and my grandmother also. My
Mm-hmm.
grandmother would see years, my mama would see like months and times. I'm able to see situations.
Mm-hmm.
It just come to me, you know, and not by you being a spiritual and having a spiritual line here, I can talk in the spirit of that I see a lot. And sometimes it could drive you uh, to look real crazy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of people be like, how did he know that?
Right.
What, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I had already saw it. So I
Mm-hmm.
could talk to you in the spiritual realm. A
Right.
lot of stuff that I see it. And yeah, it's about basketball, but I see a lot of other things. My children will freak you out. They be like, man, this dude ain't. How did he know it was me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know because it was revealed to me
Mm-hmm.
by the man above. So the thing is this: we are in a turning point of America.
Mm-hmm.
We are in what they call in a recession. It's going to be a depression. We are headed
The
to a
race war.
plateau or a deep hole that only God going to be able to bring us out of.
Mm-hmm.
This is bigger than sports. Angel is the brunt of it. Angel is what represents the chaos, even by these coon Negroes that's on that side.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to get so bad, y'all, that you're going to be like, this man said this on this day. Remember, May 19th, I said that the American community, and particularly the sports community, is going to go on a whim of violence. A whim. The violence is already in the streets with us. The
Mm-hmm.
violence is out there among us. But on the court, you would expect in the 94-50 to be a peaceful display of just art, a peaceful display.
Yeah.
How you doing, Sister Donna? A peaceful display of just loving the game, a peaceful display of what you like the most and of what you see. I'm gonna land my plane and say the ADP, the black woman, is 1,000% on attack. They hate you. They don't love you. They don't care about you. They don't care about your babies. They don't care about your significant other, which is us. They already made sure that you hate us. They already made sure that you were participant in putting us out the home. They already made you make us be intolerable to you. The black man is already intolerable. Now, the prevalent black woman, because you have no use. You have no use to him but to make babies. No use to
Mm-hmm.
him but to make his children, which I hope none of our sisters continue to fall for the okie doke. Basketball is basketball. Angel Reese is now under abusive measures. Angel Reese is being abused
Mm-hmm.
in the WNBA
Mm-hmm.
leadership. Kathy Engelberg knows exactly what's going on and what this caused. Kathy Engelberg knows exactly what is going to happen and the way it's going to happen. She don't care because why? She's on the line of the other side of things. If you get my drift,
Mm-hmm.
in her eyes, she's safe, but no one is safe when it comes to violence. No one is safe when it comes to violence. And violence is the last measure of intolerance. They can't tolerate us no more. And you got these hateful black men who can't pull a ADP, who can't, you know what I mean? Who can't say, hey ADP, you looking good today. How your hair, baby? You all
Yeah.
right? Is your mind in the right place today? How do
Mm-hmm.
you feel? What type of flower you like? Maybe I'll get you one. Hey Miss D, how you doing, baby? I see that chocolate skin shining over there. How you doing? Hey big girl, how you doing? See, they don't have that anymore for you.
Mm-hmm.
They're making you the worst public enemy number one. I just heard Jason Whitlock say, say the hell with you and your babies. Go look. I ain't got to tell
What?
you. The one he made on May 19th. You ain't got to listen to me. But I'm literally about to record. You see that ADP? I'm
Yeah.
about to record. I'm
Yeah.
literally about to, so that video you gonna be able to watch that because I'm finna get down like I get down. I'm
Wow.
not going live. Uh, Big Bro already went live, so I'm not going live. I'm just finna do it on record. But
Record.
I'm gonna let you hear what he said.
Mm.
He has put a bullseye on every single black woman that lives and breathes this air. He has put a bullseye on you not to be cared about, not to be loved, not to be listened to, not to be sought out, not to be heard at all, to be hated. He
Mm.
has put you in an atmosphere for you to be killed.
Mm.
Him, RG3, all of those ones that don't, you know what I mean, like goofballs or goofies for the sake of words.
Mm-hmm.
And it's real bad. And I pray that the God above, the master above, help us get through this. I pray that we're able to make it through the onslaught that they plotting to do to us. I pray that we all make it through the hereafter. I
Mm-hmm.
pray that Angel is safe. I pray that Angel Mother will be safe. And I pray to the God to keep them in their bosom because it's that serious. Do
Mm-hmm.
you understand that Angel Reese has a personal bodyguard? Do you
Yeah.
understand that Angel Reese mama got a personal bodyguard?
Mm.
What the hell? Have you ever seen it?
Mm-mm. No.
Her mama got a personal bodyguard.
They had to. Hey, KSAP. They
Yeah, I
had
never
to.
heard of it. I never heard of that until like maybe the NBA players, but not the WNBA players having bodyguards. It's
We
Or the
ain't
crazy.
never heard
NBA
that.
player. Hey,
I never heard
Keisha.
it.
Never heard it. All the way up until when Dwayne Wade grandfather was robbed and almost murdered.
Wow.
That was in the early 2000s when they started getting security for family members. You understand?
Also,
Because it
Michael
was
Jordan.
getting
Remember
bad.
his father got murdered. So yeah.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan's father got murdered.
I remember that one.
You understand? But that wasn't on some hate baiting and what was on the court. He got robbed.
Robbed. Yeah, they robbed him.
You understand? It was different.
Mm-hmm.
This right here is bullseye. Bullseye on that girl's mama, Angel Senior.
Mm-hmm.
Angel Senior has to walk around here with a doggone bodyguard. It's diabolical. It's diabolical. So I just wanted to come and first of all support you. The second thing is to give our members, our chat, to show the unity. What my brother KSAP, simply ball dropping, has
Yeah.
always wanted, a community of love and support and
Right.
absolute care about one another. And I would say that I am, for the most part, enjoying
Hey,
myself.
Keisha.
I am, for the most part, happy that I came in this space. I am, for the most part, glad that God made me meet you and Miss D. I sought out Miss D. I seen Miss D. I was
Yeah,
like,
I know. Miss D was always on your show first.
oh,
I
my,
thought.
that's my girl. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I
Yeah.
sought out Miss D. Miss D was just actually doing her own thing. No, no, baby girl, you got a gift. I like it. She had the the little stream yard thing across. You know what I mean? And I was just giving her tips and doing whatever. I come on and I comment. But
Yeah.
Miss B, I get back on my business with you also. But I want to be big enough to say that I love you guys. I love what you're doing, ADP. It look good. You on the right direction. Keep on advocating for Angel. We gonna have to lock arms. We gonna have
Yeah.
to lock arms. We gonna have to make sure that our voices is heard. We gonna have to make sure that that
Mm.
that Angel Reese and everyone that's out there hear our voice and understand that we are protected. What's up, Sister Keisha Player? I see you in there, player.
Mm-hmm.
I see
Sure,
you
sure.
in here, player. And
And
I want to make
nothing
sure
but
that
love.
everybody understand and know
Yeah.
that I am an Angel Reese advocate. I am a black woman protector. I am a black woman lover. There's none like you on the whole entire planet and in the universe. God made you the best in the whole universe, black woman. There's not one Martian, Venus, Pluto, Jupiter. There's none on other galaxies like you. And I appreciate you and I love you and I thank you for letting me come up, ADP.
You're
I'm gonna go
welcome,
back into the chat. I'm gonna be listening. I'm gonna make this firebomb on Jason Whitlock, and
Oh
y'all
yeah,
be
thank
able
you.
to
Yeah,
look
do
at the
that on him.
video.
And thank you, Bro Claw, for the kind words for both of us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do.
Yep. Love y'all. I'm gonna get back down in the chat.
Okay, Brooklyn.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, Miss D, now you in the slide. How
That was
about that,
nice.
huh? Yeah, I think guys, like I want to say this, like from this week to last week of what KSAP had to go through, and then we get a touch of Angel having to go through it. It just takes me back to Gideon. And if you guys have time, look up the story of Gideon. You know, Gideon, he didn't have but so many people to fight that battle, right? And this is how I feel like, you know, our brother K Steph and Angel are, you know, they in this situation where they only have but so many, but Gideon still won that battle. And the other people had more soldiers and stuff, but Gideon still rose up. He had to do what he had to do, and he won that battle, you know. And I think like it's sad that we have to go through this of jealous, envy, and strife. This is what it is. We gotta call it. We gotta call it out. That's what it is. And it's sad to where it's like people don't want to see other people elevate, and it's both races, but it's more of one race. But it's really sad that they have to continue to go through this. And we got to remember, yes, we're getting the great content, yes, we're getting the great basketball or whatever, but at the same time, they're human. Their mental health matters. I didn't even know, like, you know, it was like a storm. We get one storm one week, we get another storm this week, and it's like, okay, we gotta start standing up. And the only thing I know to do like that is encouragement and to pray, not just pray anything and not just be praying on people for what I want. If it's not what the words say, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, like, to we have to continue to lift everybody up in this community. We have to continue to lift Angel up, whatever we got to do, whatever accomplishments. If we got to post it 27 times a day or whatever the case may be, whatever we got to do, you know, for her, we need to do it. We it's time now, you know. And I keep seeing the posts and seeing the posts and seeing the posts, you know, of different stuff, but more of the posts where, hey, this is her life right here. This is her mental health. You know, anything can happen. Okay, Miss D, you can talk now.
No, yeah. You know what? I need to recheck that story about Gideon. I forgot about that. I need to get back on my
Yeah,
Bible.
because listen, and what I know too in life, you if you have discernment, you can tell when people got God's favor. So we got, you know, our KSAP, and we got our angel, and we all have favor if we accept it. You know what I'm saying? So like, and with that comes, you know, different things. That's how you know you're getting closer to your breakthrough, your super blessing that's coming, you know, when you get hit like this or whatever. That's why they say what God got for you is for you, and nobody can take that away. You know, it is true, but you have to have the right people around you. And sometimes stuff has to be revealed so that you can see the sheep and wolf clothing, because when you elevate, everybody's not coming with you. And you know, it's just crazy. It's everything is just hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting, you know, the world today. And that right there, it took the cake for me, you know. um I'm a, you know, I'm a hard person, and when I love and care about people, like, that's what I do. And people say, you know, some people say, like, how do you love and care about people that you haven't even seen in real life? Guess what? God loves me, and I ain't never seen him. You know what I'm saying? And I love
Right.
him more than anything or anybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I have to love his people. So I know they was like, who is this chick? She coming in here. She always, you know, she's speaking to everybody. She like uplifting everybody. But that comes with life lessons of what you go through in life, your testimonies to the person that you are today. You know,
Facts.
you know, for me, I had great dad, great stepdad. But my birth mom, she was on drugs and she chose to abuse her kids, right? And from the blessing that came out of it is that I knew, you know, who God was. And I said, I promise. I was like, guys, I had to be like 7 or 8. And I made a promise to Jesus. I was like, Jesus, you get me out of this. I promise you, I will never treat your people like this. Not in a way where it's hatred. Now I'm gonna take up for myself. You come in my lane, I'm gonna take up for myself or whatever, but not to the point where it's gonna break somebody or tear somebody down, you know, or whatever. And yeah, so it all go let's take it back to Angel. We have to think about her mental health. We got to think about what she's going through. We got to stand up for her. I don't care. I go on everybody's stuff because I love to listen. Everybody comes from different aspects, but at the end of the day, like, we really are really fans of this young lady, this very phenomenal young lady at that. And I think that we have to figure out more ways to express that love, express her accomplishments. You don't hear a whole bunch. I'm getting everything I'm hearing is mostly from TikTok. Then I go Google. I said, well, why this is not up and everywhere? I did notice what Yahoo Sports, which my Yahoo is forever old, but I still have Yahoo. But I did notice after they would post something about Cece, they would post something about Angel. And then the other story, guys, I know y'all heard of this story. Um, I gotta read it to the kids or whatever. The boy that cried wolf. That's one that played into the Angel Reese scenario. Not with Angel,
That's
but hey,
CC with
with
CC,
the
the
other
crowd
players.
wolf. Yep.
But remember this guy. Remember what I tell you guys. How many times did he cry wolf? And then enough was enough. Enough is enough. It's coming. Watch what I tell you. You're gonna be like, okay, ADP said the boy that cried wolf. You got to be careful what you say, how you treat people, and you cannot just stand around and watch somebody go through this and not say nothing. And you think it's funny? Okay, don't get me started.
And
We
then
could go
look, I
real
did a
deep
video
into
on
that.
it. I did a video about the
Because I
commissioner.
they made a
The co-
video about who the commissioner.
no, I did. I made a video about the commissioner that she has to protect the players. And remember last year she did an interview, and
Oh,
she
I
said
saw
that
that interview too.
she was comparing Angel and Cece to Bird and Magic.
Yeah, I
And
remember watching, and she avoided answer the question.
exactly, I
That's
said
because
go
when a
go look at my
person
video. I said she avoided it like Michael Jackson. She did a moonwalk. And then
it's
I
money
talked
over
about
it's money over people.
and then I
It
was very, I'm disappointed in the Fever players. Now last year, Dewana Bonner and Sidney Colson was the fans are doing this, and you go to the same team with those crazy fans,
money over people, Miss D.
and
They
then
they
they didn't say nothing either. Only person that said something was Brianna Turner, and she wasn't a star player. I'm looking for the veterans. I'm looking for the star players to
and
say
just
something.
and we got to get out of that. Just because it's not happening to me, it's not happening, or just because it's not happening to me, I don't care about it. We have to get out of that
Yes, because
because
when that those sounds was for them too. I mean, if they said it to her, what you think they say about you?
right, we got to stop saying that. That's just like me saying, oh, I'm only gonna bless my family. I ain't gonna bless nobody else. You know what I'm saying? No, it doesn't work that way. What you have today, I'm telling you, people, it could be gone tomorrow. I've seen it. You just never know. So you have to be careful in the process, how you treat people and how you go about doing stuff. And I'm sitting here, guys, I promise you, I'm watching. I was like, oh, I'm not going to watch it because I don't want to see the border crowd wolf today. I just don't. So I scanned through it, went back to it, and I was like, okay, let me just see. The movement, the way you talking, the way you moving, okay, it's not genuine. Someone put you up to it. You know, um, you laughed about it. You think it's funny. Okay, what's next? Now it's look. I don't want to hear nothing all season about nothing. I don't want to hear it. Now it's in a man's game.
When the favorite play bad, I want to see how the fans treat those Fever players, and I don't want to hear them complaining because y'all didn't say nothing
Right.
for
You got
Angel.
that's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful. It's all fun and games and you guys great job you with your accomplishments and stuff. But you gotta be careful how you went about getting them accomplishments. If your accomplishments came with somebody being hurt, you might want to think about that. I don't want nothing attached to nobody's pain. And I'm not gonna laugh at another woman's pain. I don't care what she has to go through, what's going on with her. It's not my place to judge anybody on this earth. And I'm not getting ready to tear another woman down to bring somebody up. I'm just not. That's just not me. Now other people can do it, but I'm just not doing it. And I'm still now. I'm thinking about it, Miss D. I'm getting more pissed off when Keisha showed me that blow. When she showed us that blow of that girl, because that could have been my baby. And let me tell you, I don't know. I can't tell you how I would have reacted. I don't.
Yeah, I
I
put
can't
that in my
even say.
video. I put
And
that.
then again, too, we got to, her having to do those free throws, hear those racist stuff. Have you ever it's easy for people to talk until you have been in those situations. I've been in a situation, guys. I went to Bike Week like 7 years straight, right? But I always went with my homeboys and stuff like that. So what happened with us was they was this one cop was following us for 45 minutes, Miss D. 45 minutes. And he stopped us. And he took me in because I didn't he said I didn't have a wraparound on, but I had a wraparound on with my bathing suit, right? So they do a little night court or whatever. George, they were like, okay, when you go up there, don't say no. I said, I don't bet you I don't do that. So or whatever. And I told the judge what happened. He could see what I have on, and I got out. I always kept, money on me or whatever. So by the time all my boys got there, I was already out. But that just go to show you 45 minutes you following us. And then it was one time I got stopped, and I'm like, okay, you have all your stuff out, to get all your stuff out. And I'm trying to, I'm like, I got my son's father on speaker, and I'm like, you get stopped for no reason. You reading my tags for 15 minutes. Like you're just behind me reading, and now you want to pull me for what? Did you know your light was out? Did you know it? Did you know it? That's why you stopped me? No, you were mad because I got in front of you. Because I had to, Miss D, the light stopped. But I'm just saying different stuff like that, of having to go through it and know, and then on top of that, the race of the cop, and then how they talk to you and stuff like that. You don't know until you're in those positions. You don't even know how to react because you already don't trust them. So it's just sad that we got to keep going over this, but it's time for us to stand up. I don't
But
know
listen,
how or what. Yeah,
the
Miss D.
commissioner, the commissioner is not gonna be happy until they have like another Malice in the Palace. She's not gonna be happy until you see some of the players go in the stands and smack somebody. I mean, she's not gonna be happy, and I don't want that. I don't want that to happen.
I don't want to hear nobody write no get back to me note cards about they gonna do an investigation. Do something.
Exactly.
I
But the
want
players
you
need
to
to do
do
something too. You know
something.
what I do if I was the players? I would boycott. Like we're going to until we you start arresting some of the fans and escorting them out. I'm not
Well,
playing.
I could tell you you want me to tell you who would be on that list and who wouldn't be up there. I know Skylar would, Dejanay would, she would be up there. It's certain ones that and NECA, and certain ones would probably be on that train. But then you got everybody else like I need, you know, everybody
I
else
can't
like
say
I need
NECA. You
my
know why?
money.
Because NECA too corporate. NECA is
I need my
corporate.
corporate get
Skylar will
down
be.
too. Corporate get down too. You be that corporate world is something else. Corporate get down too.
They need
You
what was I about to say?
That's what I'm saying. You'd be surprised when people have had enough. We can't say who gonna do what. We just know that something's gonna get done. But
They
something
need to
needs to get done. I
they
don't
need to
know.
boycott the All Star game. You know the All Star game is in Indiana.
Yeah, they
Boycott
gotta
it.
they gotta figure out something, and I'm curious to know what they're gonna figure out. And I don't want to hear no, you didn't find nothing. I don't
Start with
want
the
to hear that.
players. I mean I know the league ain't gonna do nothing. The players
No,
have to boycott the All Star game.
something like you said, it's sad that it's gonna have to come down to something happening seriously for them to interact, to like take charge of it, or whatever. But let me tell I don't care how they do, how they treat us. Guess what? The last gonna be first, and the first gonna be last. Cause we've had enough. We had enough of mistreatment. Not just an overall mistreatment, and then just to keep watching it. Some people use basketball as their therapy, or that their go to For me, I just love the game of basketball. I love the WNBA, and the only reason why I started watching it back was because of Angel and Camilla, right? And then I started liking all the other players or whatever the case may be. But I'm not just watching the game just to watch the players. For me, I'm looking up stories. I want to know like their mental health, how they are as a person, what are they doing for the community, just stuff to get to know, the players that I'm supporting and stuff like that. Now, when it comes to them stats and all that, you got K Step, you got Bro Claw, you got Keisha, you got B, you got Key, you got all them with that good stuff. So I be having my note cards and in my brain, but don't ask me nothing offhand because I'm gonna have to tell you to go to their show or whatever. But hey, I'm just like I'm a nurturer and I want the best for all of the players. And Angel Reese, yeah, she is my favorite player. So I'm gonna go to bat for her and I want the best for her. And it's like what I enjoy about the community and the chats is that you guys you critique her when she's doing good, you critique her when she acting up, but it's the way that K-Stap and Keisha and Bro Clyde. It's the way that they do it. It's the way that I do it when I'm over here uplifting the players, talking about mental health, talking about how we can make things better or whatever the case may be.
See, we do it like Angel is our cousin or niece, like she family. That's how we do it.
Yeah,
That's how we
everybody was
critique her.
saying when I was looking at the
Yeah.
IG threads and all that, it was like, we your auntie or whatever and stuff. It was so amazing to see from IG threads to the TikTok, just to see the people pouring out love. And it wasn't just our race, it was from different races. It was just amazing how women were coming together to stand with her. And yeah, it was a basketball play. Okay, now let's get to the safety of her mental health, and all the extra noise because she heard it. So what are you gonna say? She telling a story too? But I'm quite sure that they probably already, foundational learning starts in the home. So I'm quite sure they already school her on, hey, this probably is gonna happen like this, or whatever. But we gonna see what they actually do because last year when it happened, to the boy that cried wolf, they got that player out of that stadium, right, Miss D?
They did, and then Kennedy Carter was the villain. Now they try to make Angel talk about she flopping and she's the villain. So no, no, the CC really did make a basketball play. Remember last year they accused Kennedy of not doing a basketball play when she hip checked her. That was
Yeah,
what Caitlyn did was worse because okay, you fouled her, fine, but why did you have to push her? Why you had to push her to the ground?
yeah, it's a difference, and but you know what? Once a person, they can ignore it, but once a person show you who they are, believe it, they're gonna have a track record. I don't care how much they try to hide it, it's coming out, and it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna be like, okay, we can't represent you like that. It's too much. It's too much. It's bringing too much. We're gonna have to pull back from some of it. It's coming. It's coming. The more and more, if I can't have my way, or I need to get certain, stats or whatever. Now you're falling for the stuff that you said you weren't falling for, or whatever. All you got to do is listen to the person, listen to what they say, listen to their movement. Sister Noble said we saw the real Caitlin Clark on the court at the game.
Well, he did, and you know what? Caitlyn Clark, she get away with a lot of dirty stuff.
Yeah,
A lot
they've
of
been
she pushing and
they have been letting her get away with this, but it's only so long that you're gonna be able to get away with it. And it's not even a fact of that, because I wish every player that goes through whatever type of anger, whatever they have going on, that they get better. But until they stop sugarcoating it and okaying it, it's not gonna help. That's why they tell you be careful of your surroundings, know who you surrounded with, or whatever. You got to be careful about that. but your surroundings is talking racist, So I don't know. I don't know, Miss D. I just know it's like the boy that cried wolf, and but enough is enough, and they can play around and not do nothing, and they don't want the streets to take it in their own hands, because then it's gonna cause drama when the games go. You don't know now. You're not gonna know who coming in your stadiums, and everybody ain't gonna be able to be everywhere with every person. That's what it comes to her safety. It comes to her safety as well. So Miss D, how do you I know, Sister Noble. I know.
What you say?
We
Let
we
me see.
we found that out on
Yep. He said he
Kenya's
had dinner. She
live,
had dinner with him.
KSAP live. Right.
So let
So
me know. Listen, that let me know what type of person she is because he's a racist. Like then
and
he
if
try to hide and say he's not racist.
once they show you, now you know.
Now listen, I want to say this. There was a lady on Twitter. It's a white
Mhm.
lady. She went to Iowa. She's from
Mhm.
Iowa,
Uh
and she
huh.
said she used to be a Caitlin Clark or Iowa fan.
Uh
She
huh.
said, but after the way Caitlin Clark behaved and some of the fans behave, she's no longer fans of Iowa or Caitlin Clark or.
A
So you
lot
do
of
have some white, you got some white people that will
yeah,
ride.
a lot of them on TikTok saying that they're no longer gonna go to the games, and they just talked about it wasn't right, and just certain stuff, and certain stuff they already knew, but it's gotten worse or whatever and stuff like that. But I don't know what to tell them. Hey, B Will, um I don't think you should stop. It depends on who you supporting for that team or whatever. And sometimes you got to go because you never know. You might be a witness to something. Like they went to that game and you got all these witnesses that were there, that saw what happened or whatever. So I don't know when it comes to stuff like that. Tell them to go or not to go. I know for me, if I had tickets or whatever and stuff like that, I would give them to somebody else.
I'd be
But that's
afraid to
just
go in
me.
that arena because be afraid that I might smack somebody. No, stop.
Yeah, that'll just be me. So I'm curious to know, are they gonna move that All-Star game? I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna move it, Miss D. I think they're gonna keep it right there.
Guess what? The players should boycott it. I want to walk
Let
on that court.
let me tell you something. It's gonna take, and it's sad. Why does it always have to happen? Like certain things have to happen where it's to the point where somebody snaps. So you know what I'm saying? Because when stuff happen, you can't tell people how to react. You don't never know how people are going to react to stuff. You don't know what they're going through outside of basketball. But to intentionally do something like that, um, it just to me it just seemed like a setup. It seemed like some people saying or whatever. It just seemed like it just seemed too planned, uh, to
But
happen.
listen, you say Aaliyah Boston stepped in. Aaliyah Boston shouldn't have stepped in. You know why I say that? Because if Brittany Griner would have did that to her, and she wouldn't have did nothing, or any other player would have hit AB like that, CC wouldn't have came through her with her teammates.
We know that. We know that. She
So
didn't do.
I would have
But
let
Miss D, she didn't.
mhm.
Sometimes you play the role.
I want to
She
play the
wasn't doing
role.
it for her.
I know that,
She
but I want
really
to play the
won't.
role. I know she's probably afraid of the backlash, but guess what? So
She won't trying to play the role. She actually was trying to probably say Angel after she done seen that shirt pull up. Let me stop.
but no, I would look.
No,
She's trying to
I'm
say
just messing.
CC, but she should have let CC get socked in her mouth. That's what I hate to say. But look,
Yeah, no, well, Miss D,
she should have let CC get her hair pulled and dragged to the ground. Just drag to the ground. Not hit. Just pull up out her hair and just pull it to the ground.
and they would have been ready to lock Angel up.
That's okay. That's okay.
I mean, even though I know she would have got out and stuff like that
Well,
or
I can't say that
whatever.
because you know what happened? It was a story. I think it was 3 years ago. You know how the
Mhm.
girls they do the like the handshake line.
Mhm.
I forgot what team. So anyway, I guess she didn't like what this girl did. So you know how they handshake or whatever. So she confronted the girl, right? She punched her.
Yeah.
They charged her in real life. She had to go to court.
Mhm.
So they will put your butt in jail. Yeah. So you're
Yeah,
right. You're
Angel
right.
ain't doing
Sometimes.
that, Miss D. I couldn't even do it for 30 minutes to an hour that bite week week. So
Yeah.
I
Right. Hey.
know. Look, I said, "Oh no, oh no, 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 Judge." I ain't gonna tell y'all what I was thinking. I was like, "Oh boy." I said he probably seeing everybody in these swimsuits and stuff, girl. I was like, "Shoot, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
something," you know. It was so funny though. My everybody had came to get look, all my boys and stuff and their wives, they had came to get me. I was already gone. I was already gone back in there, dressed, put another outfit on and ready to go. So it
Mm-mm.
is, it was crazy. Cause when people know you don't do no wrong, you just go and mind your business, you just go to have a good time and you have to run into stuff like that. And there were people in there paying $300 and $400 and stuff. It was crazy
Look,
work.
B Will laughing at us, laughing at.
Yeah, but we just got to keep it. I'm glad it didn't really go down like that because it really could have go down like that. I don't care. Oh, she and a lot of people say, oh, she getting her get back. Okay, that
What
is
get
in
back? She never followed CC. She never followed CC hard like that. What get
KSAP
back they
said
talking
what
about?
he said. KSAP said, what's really going on? KSAP, what? Miss
Hey,
D,
KSAP.
I don't know what KSAP. Explain what you meant by that, sir. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. They be up. We be up. What was it, Miss D? Was you in there last night? We were going all through the YouTube neighborhood. Was it yesterday? That everybody was doing their podcast. Miss D. Oh guys, I don't know what happened to
What
Miss
happened?
D.
I'm here. Uh
Oh
huh.
yeah, I was like, was it last night? We was all in the YouTube streets on everybody podcast last
Yep.
night.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, let me tell you guys. Let me tell you where I have to. Sometimes um, I have to put uh the guys on speaker while I'm doing stuff, right? And so even like today, Miss D, I was like, oh man, I got two more braids to put in my hair. I got two more braids. Keisha be on at 8 o'clock. I got two more braids. So I was like, oh, let me hurry up, make sure the kids got their food and stuff like that or whatever. And I'm like, okay, let me hurry up. I got two more. And I made it just in time before the buzzer, before she came on to have my hair braided or whatever. Cause I had my Diana Ross wig on yesterday, Miss D, and I was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I was like, it's hot here. It's hot like a sauna when I go
I
out
know.
there.
I
So,
know that's right. It
so I
is
was like,
hot,
let me
hot
my
Georgia.
yeah. So my daughter did my parts and I braid my hair. So I was like, okay, let me throw these braids in there a little 2 hours or whatever and stuff like that. Then I'm ready to go or whatever for the week and stuff. But I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, we in these YouTube streets real serious last night. But you know what? I love it because I haven't even watched my guys. One of my favorite shows is Murder She Wrote. And I mean I like all the old school shows and stuff too. Or whatever, like girlfriends and all that stuff and stuff like that. But I was like, I don't even remember the last time I watched a family show. I stopped watching Hallmark because they're not as diverse as I want them to be or whatever as they should be. So, but I was like, I don't even get to watch Murder She Wrote. And Murder She Wrote, I usually watch her up in the AM and stuff like that, right? Um, ADP where? Are you talking about the shows Riddick? But yeah, so we were up when we were in them YouTube streets. I'm trying to figure out who she is. Who is I don't know what they talk about, Miss D. I don't know what K Sap talk about.
I don't either.
Um, but yeah, so can I find a clip of them making monkey noises? Riddick, I you make you have to really look through TikTok because they were playing it. Some of the people were playing it. But I didn't like save it or send it to anybody and stuff like
It's
that.
also on Twitter too.
Yeah, and then you also had people, fans that were there. It was also, guys, it was also fans that they were on TikTok saying they were at the game and they were supporting Angel Reese. They had the jerseys on and they were getting attacked. Not attacked like, just name words and name calling and all that kind of stuff. So some listen, Angel Angel is the real witness because she had to hear it, you know. I heard the audio. It confirms what fans said about the
If
sounds.
I was a Sky, I would have
No,
walked out.
they put out a little note, little sticky note too. I don't care about all these sticky notes, guys. I want to see some action.
Exactly. But you know what they should have did? Tyler
All
Myers
three
should
of
have
them being
walked out the
sticky
court.
notes,
They
huh?
should have walked off the court. I don't know why he didn't. Coach Whisper should have walked off the court. That's why I call him Coach
Guys,
Whispers.
who want to put in the chat? Put in the chat. If Teaspoon was at that game, what do you think she? Do you think she would have just sat there?
Nope.
Because I heard people saying he should have got a tech too.
Attacked, I would have walked out. Like, look, I'm not playing them. I ain't playing this game. It's already over. I'm not playing it because they, no. I would walked out.
You can't. You Oh, Red said she wanted to send it so her mom can post it on her media page. Oh, yeah, it is crazy. They would really check TikTok. I don't know. I be getting all that stuff. I guess because I follow her, I follow Angel and Camilla, so whatever comes up. But they up there hard on TikTok about it. Oh, Donna said true coach Whisper should have got the team and walked out. I
Right.
mean, what were they gonna say if they did that? What would it? I mean, all of them, the whole team. What the whole team would have got fined, right?
No. They can't. What you gonna find me for? No. I have a right to walk out. I ain't gonna be
Um,
abused.
um, Jesse, there's this thing that you got people there, and you listen to it. Everybody ain't lying. It's too many people. They wouldn't have a reason to. And believe it or not, Jesse, guess what? A lot of them were not Angel Reese fans speaking out about it at the game. So it don't matter, Jess. We in a money over people game, and them people can say anything. They can say, "Oh, it wasn't that." It sounds like they can do whatever they want to do, but at the end of the day, it will find its way back around, and it's not gonna be too many times they're gonna be able to cover it up. But Sister Nova said, "I heard the sounds. The WNBA is going to be handing down the ruling soon." Oh, okay. Okay, well, Miss D, they're gonna be handing down some rules soon. Nothing. Teaspoon would have gotten tea up and probably what Donna said probably got tossed. Walked out. It shows. Oh, Donna Costa. I wish they would have walked out. It shows me Angel has zero real support on the staff. Really, I don't even know what kind of support Angel got. I don't even know. I know they ain't see it coming. Maybe they were still in a state of shock. Maybe they have to, protect their brands. I don't know. I know with Miller, she has a lot, going on as far as her being over here and stuff like that. So we just in that situation, we just never know. Like everybody, we don't have our Draymonds on Chicago. We don't have the Draymonds on Chicago.
That would have made it worse. Draymond would have went in the stands and started smacking people. No, that would
Draymond
crazy.
go 10 toes down for Steph. It don't matter for he don't look 10 toes down for himself and Steph. So I don't know if if that would have worked or like made matters worse. But it's sad. Oh, you heard the audio, Sister Noble. I know we look, their next game is Thursday. I know the chat gonna be on fire because we're gonna be rooting. At least we ain't gonna have to worry about all that negative drama with the teams playing. or whatever and stuff like that. And we're gonna see how Chicago roll. I think that when it comes to Chicago, it's all in the mental and the mindset. They have the tools to beat the teams. They just gotta do it. They gotta use it. Also, those rotations gotta be a little different. Look at me talking like KSAP now. Rotations. Those rotations
Okay,
gotta
go ahead.
look, those rotations got to change up. I ain't even know. I'm telling you, watching these guys, Miss D, I be learning some stuff, and I be like, oh, such and such would have said this, and I'm watching, like, I watched the game today, and I'm like, I might not know what kind of move you just made, but you shouldn't have did that, Enrique, and just different stuff, or whatever and stuff. I need the Warner to speak out like Rihanna turned did because the Sun players experienced it too. AT spoke on it last season during the playoffs. She not. She not gonna speak out. Be real.
Nope, they took that money. I remember I said her and
I don't think she right
Sydney
because
took that money. They comfortable. They don't care. That's sad.
yeah,
It's sad. But
she
we
got
care more
her.
than the
She
players. That's what
she
it felt like.
she look. She accomplished a goal that night, and she not gonna let nothing take away from that. Like it's like for self. I'm here to take care of my business, do what I gotta do, and bounce.
Guess what?
And,
When it
and
happened to her, when it happened to her, I don't want to hear Dewana. I don't want to hear Sydney Colson. I don't want to hear nobody. When they start playing bad, they gonna start blaming y'all because they gonna blame CC.
Cause I
I
didn't
want to
see
hear it.
I didn't see Sydney. Did she? I didn't see Sydney. Did Sydney do anything? I didn't see.
No, last year she talked about it. This year she didn't. She ain't say nothing.
Mm,
She always the one, cracking jokes. She ain't got nothing to say about that. Well, before the game, she was cool with Angel, but she ain't say nothing during the game.
because I find it. Look, say it's basketball plays and stuff like that. I get that, but I find it very I find it crazy that you would go into the post and laugh about it and not take accountability. And then after the fact you say it's a basketball play. But yet not taking accountability. Hey, it is what it is. This is what you did. This is what happens after what you did. Like, what is funny about it? Let me see. Jesse Google for oh, somebody in the chat acting up. Yeah, so Miss D, what's your sum up of everything with Angel, her accomplishments? Did you hear about her accomplishment, Miss D?
Yes, I did. He said something about it. I gotta go look at it. Key,
Yeah.
key facts.
Yeah, it was the one where on the same day we didn't hear about all that. They didn't.
Nope.
All they kept talking about was what the fever accomplished. But then okay,
Dewana, yep.
the next day, all of a sudden we want to hear about the fastest player in WNBA history.
Right.
Not
After
on
all
the
these good
day, not
players.
on the day, not on the day,
No.
not on the week, but history to make
Right.
450 points and
And
450
less than two
rebounds.
years. Exactly. And look, you
Yeah, in
hear
less than 2 years.
look, they could talk about she ain't making free throw, I mean layups and stuff. Come on, but they
I don't
can't.
want
The
I don't
numbers
want
don't
to hear
lie.
none of that no more. I'm
Exactly.
gonna
The
I'm gonna
numbers don't
get
lie.
I'm gonna get Angel time to do what she needs to do. I'm
Yep.
also gonna give Camilla time because it's coming, guys. You
But I'm
just
very happy
gotta
for
have
her.
faith. You just gotta have faith, and we're gonna pray that she get that everybody around her, whatever she needs to have, whatever equipment Camilla needs to have, she's gonna get it. It's in. We got times. We got
Camilla's
seconds.
problem is she's talented, she just has to be self motivated. She know what to do.
Yeah, she do.
But
She
you gotta
do.
sometimes push her. For some reason you just gotta push her to be aggressive. And that's like, come on, Camilla. But when she get going, you can't stop her.
Yeah, and
Cannot
that's what
stop her.
I'm saying too, Miss D. Like whoever is that's what I'm saying. That's what y'all people can say what they want to say about Teaspoon, but it is the best idea, the most intelligent idea to get to know who your players are before you want to force some plays, before you want to get them to practice, before you want to do your games. It's very important that you understand your players and you know who your players are.
Facts. And
Because
then you
one
know what it
thing about
is?
Teaspoon,
She's a
she
great
knew those
motivator.
girls, and
Right. She's
some people,
caring,
yeah, they just did.
motivator.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't want to. Some people just didn't want to go along with it because they couldn't have their way. There's a difference with a player having a tantrum or a player wanting to learn. A player that wants to learn is willing to be teachable, because you're not at your greatest. It will always be someone greater than you, but you have to have a teachable spirit. If you don't have a teachable spirit, that same issue is going to follow you no matter what team you go on. So you can say, "Oh, she played into the players too much, or she did this or did that." No, she knew those players. Well, she probably knew them players, some of them better than they knew themselves. On how, because you're watching them, you're interacting.
She gave the veterans chances, but they sabotaged her.
Right,
She
right.
gave them chances to
That's why
start.
I said them tantrums, right, Miss D? Them tantrums, and they couldn't get their way. They couldn't have their way, or whatever. You could see the tantrums. You could see the man. I watched all those games. I'm telling you, when I watched some games, nobody could talk, Miss D. I was in front. I was so like not moving. And I was into the game. So I'm watching every play, I'm watching everybody move, and I'm like, something's wrong. Something wrong with this, something wrong with this, something wrong, something ain't right, something not clicking, or whatever and stuff like that. That's why Tyler has to get someone in there besides Angel, because Angel can't do it all, to help Miller, with that. And it's okay. Everybody's made different. Everybody's made different. They have different times. They have different seasons.
Tyler has
So
to call Don Staley because
they may have they may have to. And
Don
then
got the best out of her because she's like I said she's somebody says she's beta. She could be alpha, but she got like she's beta in a certain extent, which means that sometimes she's not aggressive. That's what I'm saying. Angel is a self motivator. Sometimes Camilla is not. Sometimes you have to give her the ball. You got to do this. You got to come on, Camilla, come on, Camilla. Um, so they just need somebody to tap into that. I don't know.
yeah, and then too, Donna said Camilla's developmental coaches got to pull it out of her. Remember, Camilla came over here at the age of 15 to start playing basketball, still fairly new to the game. She's gonna be all right. Right, Donna. And
That's
Donna,
true.
let me tap onto that too. People, we have to remember that Camilla is from a different country. She is over here without, she doesn't have that opportunity to see her family when she wants to. I mean, she could fly, but I'm just saying, far as in the surroundings, she doesn't have that. She doesn't have where she can wake up and say, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna come over for like an hour, whatever." You
Facts.
don't think that plays a part into her mental? You don't think that plays a part into the way that she plays basketball? It does. We have, you know, sometimes we trying to figure out the players, why they not playing like this, why they not doing this. You don't never know what happened with her childhood and college and where she is today. You don't know. And what happens too, it's just like a habit, guys. The way that Angel and Camilla had to endure all that drama and not liking with the vets on their team, that has something to do with their mental health. That takes a part of their mental health. And you can't say a player shouldn't be playing basketball because they deal with mental health, or you don't know what they're going through, because you don't know what's going on, with Miller at the moment. It might have been something that happened that she don't want to talk about. Look how Skylar came out and said, "Hey guys, I was dealing with all this mental health when I was pregnant. This is how I was treated, but nobody ever knew. I never said anything." You know what I'm saying?
And
So
right now she's going through a divorce. So
yeah, and she ain't speaking on that. She said just call her Skylar Diggins. She said, and she laughed a little bit. And she was like, "I know some of you guys gonna still call me that. It's okay, whatever and stuff." But she didn't go out and just talk about all that stuff, because going through that's a process of going through all that and trying to play your game and stuff like that too. So you're right, Donna. Camilla's gonna be okay. Um, I hope that her family can come to visit more while she's playing, because I tell you, it'll make a difference if Camilla saw her mama in them stands on some of the games or whatever. She would be. It's a different from streaming and streaming stuff and have your mom there, or your sister, or your family support. It's different. Yeah, still in adjustment period. Family support very important. She needs uplifting daily. Right. And that's why I think like she goes on TikTok a lot and make her TikTok videos. I think that helps her, or whatever. But she's always talking about like Brazil. I mean, she talk about hair and different stuff like that. But you could just tell, who would miss their family when they're in another country or whatever and stuff like
That's
that.
facts. But you know who could have helped her with that? But
Especially
she could
with
say
everything,
me.
huh?
Raven Johnson is like a sister to her.
Yeah, she probably
Oh, she probably
confiding Raven.
Raven. Yeah, that would have been
Yeah,
cool if Raven would have came out, and got drafted by the Sky. That would have helped her a lot.
yeah, I know. But she gonna get that. It's she gonna be able to get her family here sometimes. But it's so bananas with they might have a ban for not
I
to
wonder, do they
travel.
want to leave Brazil? I wonder why they ain't come here and try to get citizenship.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Well, I do know she loved Brazil, or whatever too. So I don't know why they didn't. Oh, you don't think so, Be Will? I don't know. But something's gonna give, guys. Something's gonna give for Camilla. She's gonna, like I said, the Twin Towers. They're gonna have a great season. Hey, sometimes you start off be different, and then next thing you know, it's funny how we go through the changes, and then I was saying, oh, she doing so good. I knew she had it in, but you were that same person acting up. But I like the way that in our community where we break down the players, we say what they're working on and what they're trying to build up to, and we know they can do it. So a lot of people have passion, believe in the players and have passion for the players, so they're gonna say certain stuff, and you need them strict aunties in there. You need those strict aunties in there to tell you when you in your head and focus on the basketball or whatever and stuff like that.
Look,
'Cause,
B. Will said he would have drafted Raven. He wouldn't have. But
mm-mm,
if she came out, then he should have. If she came out this year, he wouldn't have drafted her, and that would be stupid. He right.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they gonna figure it out. They already put us. What they put us at 9 or 10, Miss D. They already put us at what? They rated us for 9, 8, or
Yep.
9. We're at the bottom of the barrel. Either way, they tried to put us at the bottom of the barrel last year. Yeah.
Last year, they said the Sky wasn't gonna make the playoffs before the season.
Well, and another thing too, we gotta be careful because we don't know. Our players are good, but anything can happen. So that's why I say people gotta be careful what they say, how they treat people. We don't know. Baby Ray out for 5 to 6 weeks, and Kai's out, and who else? Who else got injuries? I was asking Big Girl, when Anissa come back? I was just curious because I want to see her play. Miss D, when Anissa come back?
Huh? Anissa,
Uh huh. Uh
they
huh.
ain't really say because I think somewhere with her knee,
Oh, it's her
what
knee.
injury she had.
I think.
I'm
I
not
think.
sure.
Okay. Okay. I think those the only ones. I know. Donna, don't worry about. Look, baby Ray up there in them crutches. Talking about it ain't gonna stop me. She is hilarious. She did a TikTok on them crutches. I said,
Baby Ray.
girl,
Talk about Ray Real.
yeah. Brooklyn got us calling her baby Ray, and it's stuck in our head.
I
And
don't know. I don't know when Baby Ray gonna be back. Mm-mm.
she up 6 to 8 weeks. They said they have put a report out for
Look, poor child. She been injured last year.
Baby Ray and Kai, because Kai had that surgery and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
she was
I like
Donna, you
Kaka.
gotta go check that thing out. She was on them crutches. Oh, really? Okay, that's gonna be nice. Okay, Miss D, they said, Donna said they say, Morrow probably may play next
So
game.
look, we gonna get Merle and Sanaya Rivers. So that's good. Sanaya mom passed away. Remember?
I
That's so
hope they
sad.
do something special for her,
Yeah,
like on the big billboards and
right.
the thing. I hope
Because
they
I know
really.
Mother's Day was hard for her. Oh my God, last week I'm sure it's hard for her.
Gosh, I'm quite sure too. Like when it comes to like your parents and your kids, anybody that you love like that, that's a lifetime of grief. Like I hope that yeah, I hope she got the right people in place or whatever and surrounding her or whatever. I know her gang can ready to be off the chain or whatever, but I hope that she has great surroundings and people that's going to help her during her first year dealing with her mental, dealing with what happened, and um, I think she's gonna do great this season or whatever. Okay, Miss D, you ready to sum it up? What's your sum
Sweet
up?
baby Ray, like the
That's what Bro
like the
Clark
barbecue
called her.
sauce on Be Will. I'm just happy that Angel, despite all the drama and what she going through, she can still perform at a high level. I'm very proud that she, out of all the players, all the legends that played in the WNBA, that she this milestone, she was the first one to do it. With Agent Wilson right there, she didn't even do that. So I'm
Mm.
very proud of that. I want the players to stand up a little more. Say, you know what? I'm not playing in the All Star game. I'm not. Some will have to, you have to have a protest. And I want Commissioner. She don't care. She's just making money. She don't care about them.
Cause now
But I
you
want
gotta
the
look at
players. Huh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Sorry, Miss D. One thing. Now you gotta look at, does she need two security guards? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, Miss D. Go
Exactly.
ahead. Go ahead.
But you know what it is? It's very sad. I want the players to care more than we care. We don't play the WNBA.
Right.
Why is it that we care more than y'all? Why y'all supposed to be up in arms?
Yeah.
Y'all,
Sister
y'all
Noble.
too quiet. Go ahead.
Right. No, Sister Noble said one of the few players stood up for Angel Reese. Yeah, because she used to play for the Skies, so she had an opportunity to play with Angel. She knows Angel. You know. So it was kind of easy for her to say, wait. Not only did we hear it, she experienced it. You know, since from LSU to the WNBA, she's never had a fair chance. She's never had a day go by where she is not being attacked with something. It doesn't matter what she do. So when she say to the interviewer, hey, next question, every right to, because it's not going to matter what she say or what she does. But yeah, that was Breonna Turner.
But Brianna Turner's not a star or a veteran like that. Where are all the stars? Where's Adrian Wilson? Where's Adrian Wilson at? Where's Fee? Nafisa? Where are these people
Sometimes,
at?
sometimes people, it don't bother them until it happens to them, and
If it happened to him, I don't want it to happen to him, but if it do, I'm
that's
not
what I'm
taking up
saying.
for him.
I'm saying sometimes people, they don't worry about stuff like that until it
In
actually
fact, that it's supposed to. It's
it
no
has to
shade.
either happen to them, like you said, or like have
That's
an
your
effect on
colleague,
them.
and that's all. That's also a fellow black woman. If you're a black woman, I'm gonna say something. I ain't trying to. No, no. I'm not
And
gonna shut
you
up. But
right.
people talk about they're afraid because they brand. So your brand's more important than helping your colleague, your sister. Come on.
I know some people think like that. You know how many times I could have been gone, cause I was taking up for all them teachers. Miss D, I ain't think about it till after 12 and a half years and I left and I was like, man,
Wow.
yeah, you taking up because you see that. You see that in your work environment. Hey, like, listen, I can work for you and I can respect you, but you're not gonna talk to me any kind of way and you're not gonna treat me any kind of way.
Right. Just because somebody is your boss don't mean they get to disrespect you.
But it's the mindset, right? But it's the mindset of those teachers. One of them, she was so nervous, guys. She was so nervous. She was sick. and she came to work because she was scared of losing her job. And
That's sad. It can't make
I
me
thought
sick.
she was about to fall out, and she was from Brazil, and I thought that she was about to fall out, and I had to take up for her because I was like, I'm not gonna be the one here to be a witness if she falls out. So the assistant director, the big director, was not there, but the assistant director was there, and so she said go. She told her to go home, but she was in fear that she would lose her job. That's how bad she had them. So the next day she come, Miss Alicia, what you say? What you say? I said what I said. Like you can't do that, you know.
Granted, that
So,
was not that wasn't dolphin noise. Those monkey noises. Those are monkey noises, not dolphins.
who said dolphin?
You said it sounded like dolphins. Read it.
Oh,
No, that was
Rita said
monkey.
that's what she. Sis Nova is the one where she is shouting the free throws because I heard. Not I can't find. Oh, she said she can't find it. Oh man. Sister Noble, can you send it to Reddit? Cause that that TikTok, that thing be flashing, flashing, and flashing. You be seeing so many different things up there. Oh, unless you talking about on the Twitter space. She might be looking for on the Twitter space, Miss D. I'll see. I'll be checking too on Reddit. I'll be checking too, Reddit, and see if I can find it too, and keep you posted. But I'm gonna see if Keisha or Brooklyn now, KSAP now got it or not. If they looked it up and stuff. Miss D, where did you get yours from?
I
Did you?
got a clip of it on X where she's on the free throw line. It was making them
Oh, it's
noises.
X.
Yeah, X. Somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we gonna uplift her in this next game, guys. That's what we're gonna uplift her. We're gonna continue to encourage her. We're gonna continue in this community to bring the positive, and critique her at the same time or whatever and stuff like that. I don't even know if she went to the concert or not. I didn't even see nothing posted on TikTok after that. The only thing I seen her repost, and because you have to take a mental break, so I'm quite sure they told her to take a break because
She
she didn't
probably
post.
post. I mean, she probably went. She just didn't post anything.
Uh-huh.
There.
She
Yeah.
probably went and didn't post nothing. And also too, Miss D, she did, but she did repost what Ryan said though. She did do that because they probably reached out to her. I'm quite sure her phone was blowing up. Angel is one of them, and there is nothing the W can do about it. It's what is it? Right, Donna. Angel got favor. She got favor written all over it. It don't matter what they do or what they try to do. They not gonna stop what God got for her. They not. Every time they try, she elevate. They ain't realized it yet.
That was monkey noises. That wasn't dolphin noises. That was monkey noises.
Yeah, sister Noble telling her where she could find it. Sister Noble was telling her she could telling her which one it is on Twitter. Cause see, I'm not on Twitter, but I have my IG. I just have my IG and TikTok,
Right.
or whatever. But
I
okay,
gotta follow
finish,
you on TikTok.
huh?
I gotta follow you on TikTok.
Yeah, Miss D, I'm the same. I'm the same ADP Art Creations over there
Okay.
on TikTok. But Miss D, I told my I told my followers from TikTok, I was like, yeah, guys, come on over to YouTube. My daughter said, Mama, they don't do that. You TikTok stay with TikTok. They don't do that. I said,
What? They don't? I like to be on
uh-uh.
a lot of different
Brooklyn,
platforms.
even after my daughter said it, and Brooklyn said it one day too, where TikTok stays with TikTok. They don't really be going around to the different social medias like that. And I'm like, I was like, those 174 can get on over here so I can go ahead and get to my 500
Hey,
or whatever. But
come on.
no,
Yeah. Really? I like to be on
yeah,
all type of stuff. I always try to be on one thing if I can. Depends. I
yeah.
don't do
Well,
everything.
I, I, I have what you call it, Facebook, but I don't be getting on Facebook like that, or whatever. But I have it, but I rarely get on it. The WNBA is about to hand down repercussions based on what happened at the game. What? Oh, the Suns played tonight. I didn't know the Suns played. Miss D, did you know the Suns and Mystics played tonight?
I gotta go back and watch it. Was it on the League Pass or ESPN?
He he's he's oh
So that means the
oh
Mystics
he
three and
must be
zero.
talking about earlier. He probably recorded it and somebody he watching it now. Oh yeah, they did play earlier because the only one I seen. You know
So they
what?
3-0 now. The Mystics. I'm very shocked at
No,
the
they two and
Mystics.
zero. They 2-0.
Oh no, I saw that game. I saw that game.
Yeah, Mrs. is 2-0. Tomorrow, Keisha said she's covering Atlanta and Fever. And the only reason why I'm watching it is because I support Keisha and I like Atlanta Dream. So I'm gonna be on that side. I won't turn it on. I will not turn that game on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still going through the motions. I won't turn it on. I'm just gonna watch Keisha do the play by play. You know, so I can support. But that game comes on tomorrow, and then I just get to prepare.
Now, can you imagine how the Fever player, not Fever, the Dream players playing in Indiana? They
Dream
ain't gonna.
is it in Indiana or
I
is it
wonder.
in
No, Atlanta.
Atlanta? Miss D, is it in Atlanta or Indiana?
I don't know. I gotta check because that's gonna be crazy.
I'm hoping. I think it's in.
That's a
Do they
mostly
do?
black team. I don't think they have a white girl on the team. That's a mostly
'Cause
black team.
ATL don't go for that. Yeah, they can't do that in ATL. Then I hope they know. ATL, I don't even go down. Mm-mm. So I don't know if they're playing back to back home games or BG gonna. Uh, oh, they playing an Indiana daughter. Daughter said BG gonna take AB to school. Let me tell you something. You Miss D, that's what it is. That's what I was thinking too earlier. You know how they gonna respond without talking in them games.
Right.
Watch in them games. How you feel about what happened with Caitlin Clark injuries? I really think it was a basketball play, and the whole time they thinking about, okay, we got you, we got you,
Right.
we got you. We see you loud and clear, WNBA. We know what you guys are trying to do. But it's not going to happen. You can't force something into its time. I don't care how big you are. You can't force nobody to have no championship, no matter what you do and how you do into its time. And when it's time, at least you want to be, know that you work hard for it and nobody had to give it to you. You know, I wish all the players the best of, the best or whatever and stuff and whatever they do. But I just know I don't want to see no more sticky notes talking about you investigating. I want to see
They
something.
said that last year.
Oh, they said they were investigating last year,
Remember?
but then okay, that's what I'm saying. I want to see some action. I want to see you guys actually do something about it or
You
whatever.
know what they need to ban?
What?
You know they ban fans. Ban Dave Portnoy. He's the
Everybody
owner of
trying to
bar.
somebody said T Carmela said something about they are they're passing around some I don't know what they're doing, but something. And let me tell you, Miss D, his name is
Mhm.
all up on TikTok.
Exactly. Ban him because he
All
the
up
one started. Look, he
Yeah,
came
it's
with a
all up on
full
TikTok
CC
to ban
jersey.
him. It's all on
Right.
TikTok to ban him. But then he got up there. I skipped crossed it, talking about they want to investigate the WNBA. Want to investigate? They're gonna mess up the WNBA or something. You follow me on TikTok? I know really go crazy on
He the
that
one.
TikTok
He's the one
girl.
messing it up.
Yeah,
He
see
came with a
that hair?
whole CC jersey. He came with a whole CC jersey on. He one was making the noises too, and he know
Yeah,
better.
yeah, he was on yeah, she on the clock. He was on TikTok saying what he said, Miss D, was that he don't know why all of a sudden they want to investigate the fans or something. He made some kind of comment and I just went past it. But he popped up on my feed. I'm like, why is he up here? I don't even like this dude. I don't even know this dude. Like to be popping up like that. But I don't know, but we're gonna see what happens. And Thursday is coming. I don't want Kathy. Please, we had to deal with Nola and Unrivaled. I don't know what I'm gonna say, Miss
Look,
D.
look, look, no bro call say that, Nola.
Me and Tiffany was gonna have to bring her edge gel down there. We were hard on Nola. Then Nola got right at the end, so we had to get Nola another
Look,
chance.
Nola realized that if I put Angel in and let her do her thing, we could win.
Yeah, so we don't have no more problems out of Nola to unravel start again and make sure she make sure she do what she's supposed to do. But
But
yeah.
now we gotta work on Coach Whispers. We gotta work on him.
What in the world? Like, oh my gosh. What I mean, what was his mind thinking? Like, I don't even want to know. Look, Marsh, I'm gonna give you a chance because you admire Angel, and sometimes everybody don't react the same. We don't know how people gonna react. We can say how you should have reacted, but we don't know you. But Tyler, Tyler, I need you to I don't know. Something got to give. So, Miss D, do you think? Okay, so you think the rotation on Thursday will be a little bit better?
I hope so. And then, but you know what? It's not necessarily just the rotation. Vandersloot,
It's a game,
right? Vandersloot had to play better at Atkins. They
and
didn't
that
play good.
too. And then like, how many three? I promise you, if they hadn't been shooting them threes like that, and they found different ways to get that ball in besides shooting them threes, Chicago would have won that game.
Look, just don't throw the ball in. Don't just throw the ball to Camilla. You know she can run the floor. She's
Well,
very athletic. She don't have to
yeah.
just throw the ball to her. Let her run the floor too.
Well, they gotta be talking in that locker room. I need Ryan Howard to be all systems
Yeah,
go
she frustrated
after.
me. Ryan Howard is very talented. She frustrated me. Like one game, she could be like the best player in the WNBA, and then one game she looked like the worst player. This is weird.
Um, so let me ask you, Miss D, right quick. Lexi Brown, did she play? Has she played yet?
What team she play on? I forgot.
Dang. Is it the Aces? Is she on the Aces?
Because you know she has a disease. What's it called? She have lupus, right?
I don't know, but she the
Hmm.
same one. She was talking about Angel and Camilla. She with Reebok, right?
Yeah.
Mm, I'm gonna leave Lexi right over there. Oh, she played. She on the Storm. Okay, I didn't even notice she played.
I
What
didn't
she do?
either. And I
What
watched the
she
game.
what she
How
do?
long
Be
was she in
well.
there? I could have sworn I didn't see her in there. That's funny. I did not see her in there.
Oh, she has. Rita says she has IBD,
Some kind
Crohn's
of a
disease.
disease that affected her bones or something.
Well, why you gotta talk
Crohn's.
about? Okay,
Yeah, Crohn's.
I'll just keep asking because I was just trying to figure out why she was talking about Camilla now like that, the way she was. I'm just having flashbacks. Okay, Riddick, I saw Rakia trying to do a workout out there. I saw her. Did you see her, Miss D? Did you see that game?
What happened?
Rakia trying to get her workout.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. She played better than she did the first game, but LA, it's gonna be up and down for them because they can't
Yeah.
play defense, and they with the style that she want to play, they don't play it because they don't have enough 3-point shooters. But we'll see.
Yeah, that's what some of these teams got to figure out. When you don't have those shooters, what can you do? Um, far as getting baskets and stuff like that. Um, I don't know. I don't know with Chicago, but I believe in Chicago, and I think they're gonna surprise people. That's all I can say because a lot of teams they start off slow and then they start kicking butt. So and then they don't get no breaks this season too. So we gonna see, guys. We're gonna see how this thing work out with these teams because the Washington Mystics look kind of good, and we'll see how the Liberty do, the Aces and stuff like that. Um, but all in all, guys, if you want it, they're gonna have to take it. They really gonna have to fight this season right here. They really gonna have to fight for it. So the teams that championship teams, they're gonna have to fight for them spots. It ain't gonna be like, oh, we gonna come in here and we're gonna wipe them out. It's not gonna be like that no more. Rita said, Rita said she listened to the video like 10 times. I don't know Rita, but on the TikTok, they were they those some of the, a lot of those Fever fans. I wish we could get
No,
Rakia.
there was monkey noise, not dolphin.
Reddit. We don't need Rakia Reddit. Reddit.
What happened?
Reddit. Rakia. She said she wish we could get Rakia.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
some. So look, it's a few players that might get traded. Like Enrique on Twitter, they was really jumping on her. They're saying that Enrique need to realize that it's a Page team, and Enrique take bad shots. They was on her. They was on her bumper. They was on her bumper tonight on Twitter.
Well,
Look, that's
we
what.
you
Look,
know
listen. That was one of the reasons.
we can't say um well it's her it's if they could just play together. I'm gonna put it like that. If they just
Her
play
problem, you
together,
know, what
because
her problem is.
Paige is Paige is good.
Paige know how to move without the ball. Enrique problem is if she don't have the ball, she look lost. And then when she do get the ball, sometimes she shoot too early. She want to play hero ball. She has that. She
Mhm.
just want to jack up shots, and you have to play within a team. And tonight, I think she cost the team the win. There was times they could have got closer and closer and closer, but she kept jacking up shots.
I
And
don't know
so,
what's going on with her
and that's
shot.
why a lot of her no, that's not good. No, Ricky would not be good with the sky.
No, 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 no. We
No,
didn't. Ooh, no, no,
no.
already.
That's why a lot of players left the wings because they said, especially Tasha Howard, she kind of hinted that Enrique, she felt Enrique was a ball hog.
Yeah. Allegedly, I mean, from what I seen, guys, in them games last year, I was admiring her, but I kept saying that girl trying. That's before I knew who she was. I was like, she is not gonna be able to carry that team like that, trying to get all them points. She gonna wear herself out, and she did, and they didn't win.
I'm like, sometimes
Keisha said she agreed with you, Miss D.
huh?
Um, Keisha said she agreed with you about I think Rike. You
Oh
talk
yeah,
about
Keisha, did you see on Twitter they was on her bumper?
um. Rita said, "I don't want her, but I'll take her based on how we looked yesterday."
No, we don't need Reddick. No, no, because it would been worse.
Riddick,
She would jack up shots.
Riddick,
She don't play defense. She don't play defense.
Riddick, take a deep breath. Did Case up say, "Don't hit the panic button"? We're not gonna hit the panic button.
Yup,
Then
Keisha,
Keisha
listen,
say she
listen.
ain't worried about it. Keisha said she ain't worried about it. We're gonna be all
Keisha,
right.
they was
Look,
on her bumper on X. They said they was making jokes about her every time. I wonder what Paige think every time Enrique shoot. That was so funny because Enrique was
oh
just jacking up
no
shots.
way.
The fans is really cracking jokes. Don't be that
Um,
desperate. Don't be that desperate. No disrespect. I like Enrique, but sometimes she frustrate me. You gotta
yeah.
play defense. You gotta play defense.
And guys, guess what? This new one, they want to go be champions. Let's just see when they run into Hero Ball. Then what y'all gonna do? Because there's a lot
That's-
of them up there.
exactly.
I'm just saying.
Oh, you saw it, Keisha. It was funny.
Miss Rita said she's sorry, Miss D. She desperate. Talking about Rike.
Oh no, not Turi Norton Jr. Not Keisha Kirkpatrick. We don't want her.
Rita. Because I think that I can feel ready because when we see because first we got a touch of the preseason game and then we turned around and got a touch of the first season game, so we kind of like a little overwhelmed.
Listen, Reddit. Only thing that Dana wins is the pregame dress. Will she be dressed as Shard? Other
She's
than
talking
that,
about
she don't win nothing. That's the only thing she gonna win.
she was
Just
about to ask for
the
Dana.
pregame walk in.
D- Really, Dana doing very good over there. You see that
She all right.
she
Dana
got a
was
lot of
she had
points
10
over
points.
there.
She all right. She okay. But look, I don't want no Dana. I told you we should have got Kennedy Carter. No, but you want Dana Evans. Aces. Dana Evans? Really? Oh my God. You could look. I was saying in a few chats. Look,
Oh,
I want
oh,
Kennedy.
Keisha said it. Keisha said it going in on Enrique. That's what
They
Miss D
are.
was saying, Keisha.
Yeah, they are. Yep, I saw it on Twitter. Look, a few minutes after the game, they was going at her on Twitter.
And Riddick, and I watched Plum too, and that's what she did on that first game, doing all them playing hero ball and stuff like that. Because I was trying to figure out who team that was, the way she was playing and stuff
So
like that.
listen,
And
I,
maybe
I'm
she
not I'm
felt like
not trying
she
to say
had
bad,
to.
but listen, you think that Enrique will get moved this year? You think she get traded?
Oh Lord, guys.
And what team? Because I
Let me
don't think
let me
they'll
let me tell you, Miss D, don't you start now, because if that happens, y'all better put y'all football helmets on
Yeah, she
because
is laughing probably. But guess what? She should look the team that should have picked up Kennedy, but they want Dana Evans. The they on Aces. The Aces could have had Letitia out here, Dana Evans, not Dana Evans. Letitia out here, Kennedy and Bree Hall. Bring them in.
ooh,
Bring them
Miss
in.
Keisha said she was saying she believed they may get moved if they don't see improvement.
They should.
I heard that really that Ken was over there kissing and signing boobs in Mexico. And
Kissing boobs.
she did stand up for Diamond. I saw that on her thread. She stood up for Diamond. She
That's good.
also spoke on somebody said, I honestly don't believe that it was all Kennedy that was I can't say in that locker room. And she said, yeah, the writing's on the wall. She said, but I'm not catering to no rumors.
No, but you know who? Look, everybody called the problems, and the sky is gone. Dana and what's her name? Izzy. They the ones the ops,
But
not Kennedy.
and then this is when
They the one causing drama.
you remember when Kennedy said that she felt bad for Angel because of what she go through. Like y'all got to remember too, she was there.
But listen, people saying that Kennedy was sneak dissing Angel. I don't know about all that. I don't know. I
I
can't
don't.
say that.
I can't say that. And then like I was telling people, go back to Angel's show where she said that people think people are not friends with each other or something just because they don't speak on it. And this was
That's
right after that. So I don't know.
but people.
Why would I want to go and tell people anything about that situation? Anything, because it's not gonna matter what I say. You gonna
Exactly.
flip on me and you gonna flip on her. So I'm gonna be quiet. Some stuff ain't for everybody. Just like some stuff you have in your life you don't want to tell such and such until they find it. No, when you go to heaven and stuff, you know how people say they're gonna keep it to that, take it to that grave. You just
Hmm.
some stuff you just not going to know. Like you just not gonna know.
But listen, she said Kennedy didn't want to come on the bench, but you know what? They ain't had no money. It wasn't necessarily that the Aces didn't have all a lot of those teams. They ain't had no money to pay nobody. But if she just want to win, I think they better find some money. Yeah, she was receiving death threats.
And they
Yep.
can't get guys. They can't get anybody. They can't get anybody in there. That's the question I'm gonna have to ask Keisha now tomorrow. Like
What?
they can't get in. Like what? Can they get an emergency person
Who?
on the sky?
Well, shoot. Look, I keep saying, look, try to get Kennedy back. Try to definitely get. You ever heard of Letitia Ever
Somebody.
here
Oh yeah. And by the way, I think it
and
was
Brie Hall?
Riddick. Somebody gonna pick up Deja Kelly. Watch.
Yeah, bring her back.
They gonna pick her up. I don't know who it's gonna be.
Aces need to they don't have no bench. I don't look. You know
That
this.
no, she was wrong for that. She had the chance. They played in that girl face. I would not go back to the Aces. So you can play
No,
in
they
my
should
face again.
no, because
Yes, they did.
listen,
They let that girl think that she was how Miss D. Come on
they
now.
did, and then
How
they
would you
kept Dan,
feel?
but they couldn't help. Look, listen. unfortunately, they had to keep Dana Evans and Kirsten Bell, even though they both
But
whack.
they shouldn't have
Bec-
drafted her, Miss D. They should not have
Well, Kirsten
drafted her.
Bell, they know they shouldn't
No, I'm
know.
talking about they shouldn't have not draft Deja Kelly. They shouldn't have asked her to come and try out. They shouldn't have asked her to
That's
do that.
true, but
They set that
they
girl
can't.
up.
They don't want to eat that contract. They don't want to eat the Kirsten Bell and Dana Evans contracts. Otherwise, she would have been on the team. They can't. They don't want to eat that. They got guaranteed contracts. Them two. Unfortunately, that's stupid, but they do. So yeah,
They shouldn't have let that fireball go. You hear me?
but yeah, yeah, that's true.
Oh, oh, ADP. She don't got too many choices. If Las Vegas called Deja, yeah, I know she will. Riddick. I know.
Look,
I'm
I
just
want Bree
saying.
Hall. I want Deja Kelly. I want
I
Letitia
know
Emma
she
here.
will.
I want them all on the same team and with Kennedy. Man, that'd be a good bench. That'd be a good bench. And that's what they missing. The contender teams. Look, Minnesota. If they want to compete against New York, because New York like the best team. If they want to
Missy,
compete
all they
against New
wait
York,
for is that. Let me tell you something. All they waiting for is
excuse me.
that fire to cool off. Watch what I tell you. Kenny come
No,
back
New
to
York is no.
WNBA.
That fire is not cool. New
I'm talking
York,
about Kenny come back to WNBA.
yeah, but they need a this year. If Aces want to compete with New York, they better go get Kennedy Carter, Tisha Emma here. She's 6'3". She could relieve a little bit of Angel Asia, and then Bree Hall. Bring those three together, because they
Aces
it's better
gonna
than what they get.
Aces
Or
gotta
Minnesota,
figure it out.
but they ain't going nowhere if they don't get those three players. They could. Yeah, I don't know.
What I seen from the Aces so far, I'm like, oh, now if they
Right, that's what
want,
I'm saying. They don't have no
I'm like,
bench.
if they want to go to that championship, and I know it's just one game,
No,
um,
but you
you
notice that
know,
like New York, they top to bottom, New York bench and starters on the bench, awesome. I don't know
Miss
what they
D,
gonna do.
don't Miss D,
Minnesota,
we got the game Thursday, Miss D. Don't Miss
but
D, you ain't had to
uh,
break it down like that, Miss D.
right,
Look,
it's two teams though. It's New York and Minnesota. Right now, the Ace is third. I don't know if they're distant
Chicago can beat
third.
Minnesota though.
Huh?
Minnesota to me ain't up. Minnesota to me so far. I mean, we gotta get some more games in. It's just the first game, so we're gonna see in the middle.
Jewel
Let's
Lloyd
get.
better pick it up.
Hmm,
Look, I don't
we
want to
gonna
see her mom doing halftime show. That's the only one.
let's get like 10 games in, and then we can kind of like try to figure out, what's what, because I know the first game you can't really tell, but our show was like, what in the world going on with the Aces?
Yeah, but you can't wait on. Yeah, she pregnant. I'm talking about right now. You need like the girl like I said, Letitia Emma here. They got cut from the Valkyries. She'd be perfect for them. But no, what do I know?
David, look, these championship teams gonna have to fight.
Yeah,
I know, Sister Noble. That's why they gonna surprise them this year. Watch, they doing all that talk. I ain't never seen. They don't. They don't just. It's like they hate Chicago Sky.
the Sky will be
Why do they
between
hate
six
us?
and eight.
Why do they
Right?
hate?
I don't like they pick. I don't like what Jeff did. I don't like the players I wanted Jeff to get. He didn't get. I don't
Oh,
know.
you got Sky at 7. Mhm. Oh, they need to do something. Be Will, cause I
But you know
look.
who played bad? Jewel Lloyd. That's what I'm saying. Jewel Lloyd disappointed
But
me.
I think she be off. Is she another player? Seems like she be off and on. And
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she hasn't been right in a while now. Jewel Lloyd.
mm,
I'm not worried about everybody else. She's supposed to be one of your main people you picked up, and she looked horrible. Well, she had like 5 points.
yeah, it wasn't looking good.
No,
Yeah, I see them going to. Oh, they gonna go to the playoffs because the teams that are good. They always start out good like this, and then they get tired in the middle. And see, this time they won't have no breaks. Except I guess for the All Star game or whatever. I hope Camilla go this year. I don't care what nobody say
go where?
to the All Star.
She better pick it up. Yeah, I hope so too. She better pick it up.
I think she will. I think she will. And guys, leave Michaela alone because he got hurt. It's something wrong with this picture. Michaela was playing better last year. It's something wrong with this picture, guys. Just give her time. They so hard on Michaela. I don't know what to do.
You know what? One player that shocked me. I know she was good, but I didn't know she was that good.
Who?
Uh, um, Tasha Cloud. I didn't know she was that good.
I said, you
She
know what?
killed the Aces guards. I'm like, dang.
I
She killed
said
Drew Lloyd.
what she, but she on a mission, and when you go through something, they they did her dirty, and when she got on the, she was on the pivot too. She was on talking to Ryan now, and just her overall journey from life and everything, of what she had to go through, and then they turn around and do this to her. I said, watch, she coming back, and she coming back on fire, and that's exactly what she is doing. Yeah, be Will. They got Michaela doing something because Michaela was doing good last year. They let her do where she's I mean, I know they have to play different positions, but you can't just don't be pushing my girl. Like I my three is still Angel, Camilla, and Michaela. Those are my three. When they gonna shine and what game?
He said he was
I don't
probably on
know.
drugs thinking that.
What
Read it.
what it said? What
He's, what did he say? Um, ah,
she's oh.
oh yeah. That was
But
funny.
I still think we could be the fifth seed. Yes, I'm probably no. She said us being the fifth seed. Talking about she probably on drugs for saying that. Riddick, no,
Oh,
you're not.
okay.
You
Okay. Well, you know what?
Riddick, no. That is that I anything can happen. It's any man's game. What look good right now could turn into something totally different with these teams.
They got to
They
make some
don't.
more moves.
They're
I
gonna
still
misstep.
think the Sky got to make some more moves. If they do that, yeah, it could be the
Make
fifth.
some more
Right
moves
now,
like
I say
what
I
Miss
don't
D,
know. There's
because
something
ain't
missing.
nobody coming to the team. This is what we got.
No, no, you can make trades. It's, everybody on a 1 year deal. Most of the players.
Who they gonna make a trade with? They not trading them people.
I don't know.
He not gonna trade them people because he ain't the ones that chose them people. Jeff P chose them. Let me
I
stop.
know that. No, I ain't. Well, he. Well,
Allegedly,
no, I'm talking about
allegedly,
Jeff.
Jeff.
I'm talking about
I
Jeff.
think he did.
And guess what though? He
Allegedly.
set up Tyler Marsh. He set him up because he said, "Oh, I'm glad. I'm happy with how Tyler put together this team. Tyler ain't put together nothing. So if they fail, they're gonna blame Tyler and not Jeff. Jeff think he's
Oh,
slick.
they gonna get they gonna try to do both, but I think Tyler gonna be stay for they gonna give. It's always different when it comes to the guys. So I
Yeah,
think
she was a dog, B will, but I didn't see this. I didn't see this. How she
because
played
she
against the
she
Aces.
hit it because she coming back to make a statement. Cloud is coming back to make a statement. You guys
She won. Did she
better watch out.
did she have a ring with Washington? Did she get a ring
I don't
already?
know.
Oh,
I don't know if she got a ring or not before. Yeah. Donna said Tyler need to get back to the basics, stop all those unnecessary threes inside and out, and not building as a three indeed squad.
the
Some
league
like
is turned into a 3 point league.
yeah,
So
like
you got to shoot. You got to be able to shoot. I mean, it's going to it. It's not just the Sky. All the teams are going to that run and gun. So
Riddick
everybody on
looks
that,
like
almost everybody got to score. Got to be a 3 point specialist. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, right. No, Riddick in here talking about no, we are not trading Michaela. Michaela is here to stay. She gonna do
Trade
her
up. Trade
thing.
both of them. Trade
They
both of them.
do not trade Michaela. He need to put Michaela back where she was, what position she was in, and let that girl play. We're not trading Michaela. We just not doing the Reddit. Look at Reddit. You don't really. We don't know what she's gonna do off of one game. We're gonna look. We're gonna be all right, Riddick. We're gonna be all right. Now, when she starts shining, because she already shining, she just got to figure out where she gonna be at. Uh, I understand you. Oh, I understand that you guys like Mick, but we have to give up something good to get rid of. They They on them contracts really. I done tried. I done tried to figure it out really. They on them contracts. They ain't going nowhere really. They
Right, I
ain't.
was mad. Why didn't nobody pick up Tina Charles? I said a
Hey
contending
Brian,
team. Listen, I thought I wanted the Aces to pick up Tina Charles. Why they ain't try to go after Tina Charles? They ain't had no money. That's what I said. They look with the Hamby thing. They lost a lot of money. They could not get the players that they needed. That's so sad.
they shouldn't have did Hamby like that. And it's
Yeah, I
still
know.
gonna. They gonna wind up paying Hamby off though. That's what I think. Because for her to get suspended and all that stuff to happen, it happened. And um, I think they're gonna offer her a settlement.
Hey Brian, how you doing? Good morning to you too.
I know, really. I know you're not saying she trash or nothing like that. I'm just saying, I for the other ones, okay, but I'm telling you, Michaela gonna watch. We got how many games? 43 more games to go.
Get it? Guess what? Tina Charles. Look, Minnesota problem. They ain't have a lot of big talented post players. Tina Charles could have went to the Minnesota Timberwolves and helped Timberwolves. Minnesota Lynx and helped them. Tina
Oh,
Charles went to the dang on Sun. Ain't no. She must have took the money because ain't nobody there. The Sun ain't going nowhere.
yeah, she probably did. It probably was a money thing for her, like for the
Yeah,
other
but
players.
Minnesota should have. Come on, you should have offered something. Come
Yeah,
on, Minnesota. They not serious about winning. Cause Tina Charles still could play at 30, what, 36, 37. She can still play.
let me tell you something. That scholar
Man.
still can play. That
Huh?
scholar,
Not
that
talking about the big
scholar.
girl. I'm talking about the big girls. They need a big that was one thing
Oh,
why New
oh,
York
oh,
kicked their
okay.
butt. New York kicked their butt because they was kind of bigger and stronger.
Her lawsuit got dropped against the WNBA, but she can still bring one against the Aces. Because really, because they probably paid her off. They probably paid and said she couldn't talk about it. They'll do stuff like that. They'll say, "Hey, we give you this. If you speak on it, we're gonna take that money back." And I think is that that's what she did, right, Miss D? Her what she doing now is against the Aces, right? De'Erica. So for Tina. Oh, okay. Plus, they could pay her max. Miss D, did you see what B Will wrote?
I kind of figured that she took the money, but
He said that's home for her.
I mean I know that's home for her. I'm
Oh,
talking
okay.
about, but
Okay.
Minnesota probably didn't make Minnesota probably didn't make a pitch to her. If you're serious about winning a championship, and even when she played in Atlanta, I said, dang, if she go to a contender team, that'd be deadly.
Yeah.
Minnesota they need to call her, or they need to try to trade for her, give her that money. Um, come on, Minnesota. If y'all serious,
And also, guys, on Thursday, he gonna need to play HVL and oh girl, he gonna need to play both of them. He gonna need to incorporate them in the plan.
if she went there to retire, she
And he
should. I mean,
cannot
took the
sit
money.
down
Guess what?
that
She gonna
bench.
retire because guess what? That team ain't going nowhere. So you go there to retire and to lose all season. Come on,
Hey,
Tina Charles.
but
Come
she
on, Tina
already
Charles.
paid Miss D shit money over
I
people.
understand that, but you want to go out with a bang, not or at least close to a bang. They ain't even gonna
Well,
make the playoffs. They not gonna make the playoffs. That team is horrible. They lost everybody, including the coach. Horrible.
but look,
Jeez,
let me
Tina
tell you something.
Charles, what you thinking?
It's any man's game. We still got 43 games to
No,
go.
the Connecticut. Come on, nobody going to Connecticut. It's over. It's over. Marina
Snoop also,
Mayberry don't want to be there. She don't want to be there. She fussing
what?
at the
What?
referee. She don't want to be there.
Rita said Sloot also, but she played like Saturday again. She better retire to the
Well, Sue
bench.
has a better chance to win in Chicago than Tina Charles in, in Connecticut.
I don't
Tina,
know,
what you
really.
thinking? If I'm an older player, I'm going to a team. I mean, you could retire if you want to stay in Connecticut. Retire, but not on a team.
Mm.
That's horrible. You don't want to. You don't want to retire on a losing team. You want to get a chance at with a ring. Come on, Tina.
And then,
But I
but
thought.
go ahead,
But
Miss
listen,
D.
I thought New York was her home. Remember, she played with the Liberty first. Remember, she's a Liberty. Her first when she first got to the league, I would have went back to the Liberty. Forget that.
Oh, she's really said she do think the Suns would tank along with the Valks.
Oh yeah.
I something about that, something about old girl with the Valks that's rubbing me. But
I
I
don't think.
could.
I
It's
don't think
something
it's. I
about.
don't think it's the coach. I think the general manager telling her to do that because you traded you cut a lot of good players, but man, and you kept some players like huh.
Oh, got you. Because they want to tank on purpose so they can get good in the draft, right? Is that what they're trying to do?
They got one more year before Juju though, so I don't know why they tanking now. This ain't the year to tank.
Donna, you know what? To come to think about it, for that whole first game, we don't know what all of them Chicago had to endure when they stepped up in that building. And let me tell you, it's just like the little child that come into the classroom for the first time, and they if they not comfortable with the atmosphere, they don't want to stay. They crying for their mom and dad, holding on to the leg and everything. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, and some, cause I had them like that at first, you know. And I used to have to break. Look, I had to have a special treats for pre-K, but it probably was like that for them stepping up in there because they already knew. And you know how you go into an atmosphere that you're not comfortable with, your mind, you're not gonna play right. You ain't gonna play right. That I'm just gonna say it was that. We don't have the manpower for Angel especially to sit. I know, but he said, and then he can't sit his two bigs, Miss D. He can't do that now. He
No, we
can,
can't.
but he better not do that again. Please, please, Tyler, don't do that again.
That's what I'm saying. They need a backup for Angel, and Tina Charles would have been a nice backup. You talking about man, man, but hey,
It's gonna work out. Maybe after AA saw that, she, you know, that's determination for her, you know. But watch how I want y'all to watch something. Watch how they play the other teams different than they play the Fever. Yes, they can beat the Fever, and the Fever is not going to win all 5 games. But watch how their attitude, the way they move, is different on Thursday. Watch what I tell you. You're gonna notice their whole attitudes and stuff is different when they go play Liberty. Ooh, Lord, that Liberty team. Ooh.
everybody come back with that energy. Yeah, Liberty team. It's
Yeah,
like
but they still, you know, you still can have fun with the Liberty. You still can you can kind of still win that game, or
I don't
whatever.
know. They looking good. I
Oh yeah,
mean,
I know she do. Rita said she wanted Tina because she said I wanted Tina so bad because she always trying to coach Cardoso and Reese.
right,
Yeah,
right. That would have been nice for them. I don't
yeah.
think she look. Somebody said she wanted to retire in Connecticut. Not necessarily. I think if somebody would offer the right money, she would have went to that place.
He didn't want to offer nobody nothing. I'm like,
Exactly, Jeff.
you just
They had a nice little. They probably got the money. Come on, I ain't serious. You ain't serious about winning.
I'm gonna have my special snacks and stuff ready for Thursday, and I'm gonna just wait to the second half so I don't choke and get sick and nothing messing with Tyler Marsh. She be teaching him how to beat her.
You had them losing their first 4 games. Ooh,
Who said that?
Brian.
Brian said he got the Sky losing their first 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we ain't talking like that, Brian. Brian, I know. Brian, I know it's in the morning now. We not doing that, Brian. We not gonna put that on them. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna have faith in our team, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, we're gonna see what happens because we just don't know. I'm telling you, it's any man's game, and people can start off looking good, and then all of a sudden, bam. And let me tell you, Brian, we didn't do no better than the Aces did when they got beat. I felt like we were getting the part two of it.
That's true.
The Aces had a big loss too. Nobody ain't really talking about all that.
And they look horrible. They look horrible in the loss.
Yeah, they
Horrible.
did not. They did not play a good game. So they were twinning with Chicago. on the
Only
same
one
day.
that showed up was of course Asia. Everybody else like, I don't know.
And one, like you said, it has to be a team effort. One person can't do everything
Exactly.
for the whole team, no matter how hard they try. But on
Exactly.
my sheet, the Sky will still end the season with 22-22. Brian, put that sheet up on here. Up. I'm just messing, Brian. I look, change that sheet. Change
Ooh,
it.
22 and 22? Really, Brian?
Brian, you ain't had, he split it even. You see that?
Oh, the Sky would beat the Sparks. The Sparks is yeah, they seem like the same team last year. They just added different players. They just
Yeah, and I guess with Plum shooting the way she's shooting, that's probably why maybe he's saying that, or whatever. But somebody gonna stop little Plum Plum on the somebody can can get her. I don't know who would be guarding Plum anyway. That's what I need to know. But I'm not worried about I'm not worried about Thursday game, guys. We're gonna have it's gonna be a good game
it
regardless of
is.
the fact. It'll be a better environment. The spirits are gonna be different. It's Chicago playing at home. Is Chicago is Thursday a home game for Chicago? Or they in New
Oh no,
York?
I gotta see.
Oh, right now. Yeah, I gotta check on that. If we lose four in a row, they better call Ken and Liz Cambridge racist. But oh,
Oh, Liz ain't Liz. You talk about reputation. I don't know. Nobody gonna. Kennedy have a better chance to get back in the league. The King. I mean, in Cambridge.
um,
Cam Batch, whatever her name is. Yeah.
it I don't even think she want to come back. Do she really? I don't think she.
No, I don't think so either. But Kennedy probably do, of course, but not her. Yeah.
That's what now. That's gonna throw it like K-Sep said. Now that's gonna throw a monkey in the wrench. They pick Ken up mid season, but
Contender team. I want her to go to a contender team. I want her to
that's why I get why y'all say she should go to the. I thought the Aces were gonna pick her up.
Aces, Minnesota. We talking about trying to beat. They need a bench. Reason why the New Yorkers look tough because I like their bench. Not only they starters play good, they bench play good, and that's the only thing the Aces and the Lynx are missing. They missing
We're gonna see. We're gonna see how the we're gonna see how the Liberty do. We're gonna see how the Dream do
Oh, they
tomorrow.
definitely could beat the Sparks. They could beat Phoenix. They could beat definitely Dallas. Dallas. Besides Paige and maybe
They can beat
Enrique.
the Lynx.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the Lynx.
They can beat the Lynx.
Liberty and the Lynx are the
I don't
two
know
best
why
teams
y'all
right
not
now.
throwing the Lynx in there. The Lynx ain't do all that great either playing. So
Oh, they look good. It's just that
no, the
you don't
wood.
think so?
No, Miss D, you might well throw the Lynx in there too. Chicago can beat the
Only
Lynx.
Lynx they gonna have is they eat some Lynx sausage.
No,
Sky.
they're
I'm
gonna
just
beat the
saying.
Lynx. Okay, we're gonna have a throwdown about that one. Now, when they win, don't be like that
Okay,
crazy
then win.
80.
Look, I'm not. Look, I say I'm wrong. I don't
Look,
have no
Miss
problem
D,
saying
you'll be
wrong.
like that crazy ADP said because Fee ain't
Yep,
messing
they
with
are missing a
Angel.
big. That's why I want them to get Tina Charles
Yeah, they
try to
gotta they
get
gotta get somebody. They gotta figure out something because
exactly because
yeah,
homegirl pregnant. She ain't gonna come back. I don't know.
Liberty gonna be a
Dang.
challenge. Donna said Liberty gonna be a challenge. Well, we're gonna challenge with them, Donna, because we need to fight.
Maybe
No,
look,
it's gonna.
look. Maybe Vander Super have a I want to beat my old team type game. We'll see.
Oh, Rick said I believe Phoenix is actually good if they ball like that next
But they
game.
play good. They play good, but they still beatable. That's not especially without Kai Copper. And
I'm telling you, the way I looked at it, I said, "Oh my gosh!" I said, "It's any man's game." The Storm seems to be not seems
they're
not
okay. Storm
to be
still play bulky. They still play like they older team. They still need to get younger. They had a young team, but they lost. They missing Jordan Hurston and Mule. They both got injuries. So yeah.
really well. Look, they. I hope that NECA can put that fierce, um, Fireball Spirit and Malongo because they not treating her right on that team from what allegedly
Huh? Why they treat Malongo right? What happened?
some of the vets. I'm gonna have to find
They
out
jealous of her.
in the streets probably.
Oh, they doing
Allegedly,
listen,
allegedly.
they
I
doing
got I
Malonga
got
like
the
they did Angel and Camilla. That's they doing her like they
mhm.
doing her like they being like Dana and Izzy.
Yeah, and the coaches doing that too. Why they not playing their rookies?
Look,
It
a
ain't
lot
just
of
the aces either.
I know. Look, the Aces is not playing them. Guess what? The links. The Sparks are not playing Sanaya Fagan. I'm like, come on now, Mercedes. Um, um, Dallas
Oh
not
no, she
playing.
didn't. Stop the press, Miss D.
What happened?
Reddit said, "How do you guys feel about Angel playing with Alyssa Thomas?" Reddit.
Oh yeah, I like Alyssa Thomas. That's why. Why didn't they go after her? They should have went after Tina Charles and Alyssa Thomas. And
Why would they go
I
after
was
Alyssa
like,
Thomas after that
man,
body slam?
yeah, but come on, she ain't taking that's her Maryland girl. You know what I mean? They from Maryland. They cool. They went to the same school.
Hmm.
They all right.
Okay, Miss D. I'm look. I just had a flashback of how it happened that day.
I know. Look, guess what? Listen, Thomas should have did that to Caitlyn. I would have gave her a little bit more respect. Should body slam Caitlyn's self. Yeah, she should have.
Oh my God.
She
Allegedly,
should have.
guys, that's what she should have did.
No, she should have slammed her.
Miss
Ain't
D
no,
said no. She said
no,
she beat it.
ain't no allegedly. Uh-uh.
Miss D said, I'm standing 10 toes down on it.
Exactly. Allegedly. No, we ain't gonna do it. No allegedly. Uh-uh.
I know.
No, no,
She
no.
said, "Oh, Rita said, I know I'm still mad at Alyssa too, but she will be perfect for Angel Development."
Why are you mad at her? You know Bam Bam. I call her Bam Bam from the Flintstones. You know
That
Bam
was
Bam. Like she's a wrestler. She's an actual wrestler in real life. I ain't mad at her. That's her style.
Brian, he said he got the Sky losing to the Liberty, Sparks, and Mercury. The Sky will beat Dallas in one of two games. Brian,
What?
whose side are you on,
They be
Brian?
2-2. They be 2-2.
Brian,
How
on
about
your
that?
sheet, where do you have the Sky at for this year? Donna said we'll see. I know, Donna. He probably got the Sky. I know you ain't got the Sky 9 and 10 too. I think the Sky do good this year. They got that 22-22. I also think AT will protect her better than our Sky players. Look, I don't think nobody got Draymond on the WNBA. I don't think nobody got Draymond on
He
that team.
closer. He closer to Draymond.
Who is AT?
Yeah, a little bit. With the little kind of elbows and slam you to the ground and smack you up.
And see what people don't realize, like the boy that cried wolf, don't realize is a lot of them players know how to do them plays and get away with it. You got to be careful.
Listen, can you imagine if AT
I'm just
would have
saying they
went
know
with
how to do some stuff and
what?
get away with it and make it
That's
seem
true.
like it's a common foul.
Listen, can you imagine AT and Dewana would have played on the Fever together? The way AT did, she would have really got with them fans for doing it to Angel. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If they, I don't even know they on two, they playing two separate teams. I wonder what's how that's going. Hmm. Interesting. I also think it. Oh yeah. Okay. And then so no, I don't like her personally, but she is so talented. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Unrivaled.
Unrivaled. Yeah. Well, guys, we gonna figure this thing out. We gonna get
Yeah.
room for our team, Brian. We're gonna see your thing change to 30
Yeah, I
to
still like the sky, but yeah, I ain't like Bryant.
Yeah, we gonna get this guy. We don't see what you see in Brian because we're gonna believe in them, and we're gonna see what happens, and we're gonna root for them regardless. And now we know we're gonna have peaceful games. I got to see when we gonna play the boy cried wolf. I know we got to play 4 times. I'm trying to see, um, where those games are gonna be and how this getting ready to go down for the next games. Because I don't think they don't play every game. How many Chicago games they play against the Fever at home? Is it half and half? Is that how they do it, Miss D?
I'm not sure. I'm
I
not
want to
sure.
see. I know one thing. I know they better do right by this thing because I can see Twitter and TikTok and social media buzzing when this decision go down.
They don't care.
It- It's gonna be a hot night. No, they don't. They
That's what I'm
don't.
saying. Like, they don't really care.
They don't. They don't.
Like I said, the players we care more than the players do. So I don't know.
Are you kidding me, really? One at the Sky and the rest in Indiana.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay,
It is kind of weird. They only get
I see
one.
I see how they kind of we see how they want to play Miss D. That's all right.
Yeah,
That's all right.
that's
That team
crazy.
got favor. Now what? Now what they gonna do? We see how y'all gonna play. We see how they gonna play. Ready? I got it now. First I was a little slow on thinking we was actually gonna do half and half games, but now it all makes sense because they think they getting ready to make all their accomplishments off the Sky game, and they not. Oh, you look it up again, okay? Because they think they're gonna make all the accomplishments and get all their stuff on them 4 games, but they not.
Hmm.
They not. They're not gonna do it. Well, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight and listening. We're gonna get ready for this game tomorrow and watch the Dream whoop butt. And
That's right.
I thank you for showing up on my channel. If you want to support my channel, my Cash App and Venmo is at the bottom. Guys, I'll figure out I'm gonna start posting early, like Keisha. I'm learning from Keisha where she'll post when she go live early or what time and stuff, so you guys will know what time I go live and stuff like that. Cause you can set it up. You see that, Miss D, you can set it up in your stream yard.
I forgot how to do it. How you do it?
You just do recording instead of doing go live. You do
Right.
you do
And then
recording
in record, how you do that? Because I
because
record.
okay, so when you set it up and you go into recording, you're gonna hit it's gonna say, do you want to schedule a later time? You hit whatever time you want to schedule. You can go back in there and change it because that's what I did tonight, so I could watch KSAP some. Because I think I was gonna do 10 or something, but I pushed it back, and so you're able to go in there and edit, and you set your title up, you set your description up, and you can just say what time you want to go, and then you can go back in there, edit, and change your time.
I have a
And then
hard time editing on the StreamYard. I usually go back and cap cut and edit my videos. That's weird, ain't it? I have a hard time using that editing feature on StreamYard for me.
well, you're gonna have to. Okay, you're gonna have to email KSAP then.
Okay. You
Email
find it
KSAP.
easier to edit?
But
You find it easier to edit?
email KSAP. Keisha said she'll help. Remember, Miss D. Keisha said she'll help you too.
She did, but guess what? I haven't paid yet. It's been kind of crazy. I ain't,
Okay,
I'm gonna
well,
pay. I know.
you don't
That's
have.
why. Uh,
You don't have to, Miss D. You don't have to do that yet. If you don't, it's ways that you can do certain stuff up
I
there.
know. But reason why I say that because usually since your stuff is set up, you could go on with Keisha, and then that helps you with your numbers. You say you want to get to 500, that helps you because you when they stream it, they say they help you with that. You go on
I
their
forgot
platform.
about. You know what?
Yeah, you could do
When
that.
I be supporting and stuff like
Uh huh.
that, Miss D,
Uh
I
huh.
don't even be thinking like that.
Like
I just
when
be
they go
like,
live, you could go live your channel. That's what I'm saying. That's how Keisha and Key used to do it
but
together.
when I would have to open my StreamYard up and set it up too,
Yeah, you
right?
might have just email Keisha KSAP and ask them, can you go on
Yeah,
there
because
and
I was asking
yeah.
Elle about doing that, but Elle said she got something cooking in the pot.
Yeah.
So I didn't think about that. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna have
live
to
when they go live.
yeah. Oh, I know why I don't do that, Miss D, because Lil Casing, they be up like that's why I go like different times like this because the kids gotta go to
I hear
sleep
you.
first.
Right, right,
And
right.
so that's why my times be a little bit later. If I go early, it's because probably Casey taking a nap or something,
Okay.
or whatever. But he usually he'll be down like sometimes he'll be down by 9, sometimes he'll be down by 9:30 and stuff like that. So it just depends. So that's why I go to time. So that's why I don't. That's probably why I didn't consider it because during the day, even though I be in the chat or sending messages, I still be moving around the house or moving in the car or going to appointments and stuff. and
Right.
and that's why I said Tuesday. You remember I started off doing Tuesday, but I took Tuesday back because we're doing OT and speech. And Miss D, by the time we get here, girl, it'd be like 6 o'clock. So
I
I'll be
hear
like,
you.
oh no, it
Or
ain't
just
no
do like
break.
an episode, like do maybe I'm gonna start trying to do that, record 2 episodes and then have one premiere, like you said. You know,
Yeah, and another thing too is that though I need to start because if I'm paying for it, I need to do the 10-minute videos and stuff too. Like I need to be doing those during the week too, like drop a couple of those and stuff like that, which I have, stuff lined up to drop, as far as the
it's kind
art
of
stuff.
hard. It's easy, but it's hard because then you can do all the editing. I like mad edited because sometimes I fumble over words, and sometimes you want to add some stuff, and the editing part
Oh
just
yeah,
drive me
I be
crazy.
having to go back and start over.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, I have to go and start back over.
Yeah.
Okay, Reddit. Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you, Reddit.
night.
Thank you, Reddit. Have a good night for
Good night,
showing up
Reddit.
tonight. And we'll probably see you tomorrow in the chats and stuff like that. Um she looked at she said, okay, Reddit wrong. Oh, the next two games are at Chicago and the last two. Okay, good, good, good.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I
June
kind of
7th.
figured they both get the same, 2 games apiece at least.
Yeah, that's good too. Well, okay, Miss D and
All
Chad, we're
right.
gonna have a good night.
All
Thank
right.
you
Good
for coming
night,
to my channel.
ADP. Thank
If
you
you
for
like the
bringing me up.
support, check the bottom, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, thank you, Miss D.
All right. Good night. Good
Good
night,
night.
chat.